Welcome into Cumberland County High School in Crossville, Tennessee, the site of the District 7 AAA basketball tournament, and it's Championship Monday. We're moments away from tip-off in our first game of the evening, the third-place game between the Cumberland County Lady Jets and the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Thrilled to be joined at the table by my friend Jeremy Tollison, the lovely Madison McKay producing things for us here today. As we're moments away from tip-off, tonight's broadcast is presented by the Overton County Farm Bureau. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and all the action as the Lady Jets take on the Lady Wildcats for an important third-place prize. All of it's still to come right here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to serve our community. Christy Key, John Godwin, and Corey Nard are your local auto, home, and life insurance experts. Whatever insurance you need, they will work to find you a solution. Visit them at 7486 Bradford Hicks Drive in Livingston or call them at 931-823-1322. Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to present Livingston Academy Athletics all year long on UCR.
Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present this 3-bedroom, 1.5-bathroom home in Livingston. In addition to the home, this auction also features a Mazda 2, Ford Taurus, furniture, and much more. Don't miss your opportunity to bid. You can bid on this property at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on this online-only auction ends on Thursday, February 27th at 10 a.m. Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is your one-stop shop for sports cards, Pokemon cards, sealed product hobby boxes, and more. Whether you're just wanting some more memorabilia or you're a seasoned collector, the experts at 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles have what you need. Stop by 620 South Jefferson Avenue, Suite 208B in Cookeville from 12 to 6 Wednesday through Sunday, or 10 to 6 on Saturday to see their incredible selection. 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Discover the stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. We're moments away from the third-place game between the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats, the 4-seed in this tournament, and the 3-seeded Cumberland County Lady Jets. I'm Noah McKay. He's Jeremy Tollison. That's Madison McKay producing things for us. May have a slight earthquake coming as the camera gets adjusted just a little bit. Let's get to the starting lineups first for the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats and their head coach Leslie Riddle with a record of 18 victories and 11 losses. Starting for the Lady Cats tonight, number 1, Mally Carwow. Number 2, Cora Copeland. Number 10, Emma Poston. Number 20, Chloe Jenkins. And number 24, Ellie Butler. Starting for the Cumberland County Lady Jets under head coach Randy Herring in his first season in Crossville with a record of 16 victories and 13 losses. Number 11, Lexi Carroll. Number 15, Aaliyah Hawkins. Number 23, Sydney Wilhite. Number 24, Cadence Wilson. And number 33, Carly Killeen. Cumberland County defeated DeKalb County 60-26 before falling to Upperman 46-29. Livingston defeated Stone Memorial 50-47 before falling to White County 49-30 in the semifinals on Saturday. Cumberland County swept the season series with a 50-36 victory here in this gym, and then a 49-42 victory at Livingston Academy. The winner of this game travels to the loser of the District 8 AAA championship game tonight between Tullahoma and Franklin County. The loser gets the winner of that district tournament on Friday night. Lead official throws it up. Let's get it on. Livingston in the all blue. Cumberland County in the home whites as L.A. possesses the opening tip. Cora Copeland sends inside out from Jenkins back to Emma Poston. Poston with a drive and kick. Mally Carwile lines up the three. No, maybe, no. Rebound down to Cadence Wilson. Game 1 of 2 today. The main event still to come. The championship game between the White County Warriorettes and the Upperman Lady Bees. We'll have all the action for you. Sydney Wilhite drives and a foul is called. Emma Poston going to pick up her first personal. And Sydney Wilhite will go to the line to shoot two. She was really good, to the surprise of no one in both regular season meetings. She's been really good within this tournament.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with her full gauntlet of offensive repertoire.
Repertoire.
You like that, don't you?
I like it as well.
I've been reading the dictionary today.
Wilhite's free throw pops out. I like the inflection at the end, repertoire on that one. Little French influences. Wilhite's second one is good. And CC on the scoreboard first, 30 seconds in at 1-0. We welcome you into the hottest gym in North America all of a sudden. Usually it's really cold in here. Not tonight. See if that changes as Emma Poston has it. And there's going to be a few people in here later, so we can kick the AC. It'd be okay. L.A. Butler has it. Butler sends it across to Mally Carwile. Should mention we're live on the UCR YouTube channel and the NFHS network. We welcome you in as that one's poked away. And ahead comes Sydney Wilhite again. We're a minute into the first half. Wilhite gives over to Lexi Carroll. She'll drive the lane. Carroll barrels inside. Shot no. Rebound down. Carroll has it again. That one's poked. Carroll saves it off of Jenkins, and it'll stay on that end. And we've talked about it a lot through the tournament. On the girls' side, this third-place game is objectively more important forecasting the future than our later game is because of that path. You probably do not want to go to a district champion in the first round, even though either one of these two teams is going to be a favorite against that district champion in the first round. Three ball no good, and here comes Emma Poston ahead. Mally Carwile has it left wing side. Now for Ellie Butler. Butler going to put it on the deck. Now sends left side for Jenkins. No good looks so far for Livingston Academy offensively. They've had one three-point attempt. Poston gives off for Copeland. Now a fastball into Butler, and she is fouled. See if they get this on the shot or on the floor. What do you have, Jeremy, as the foul goes on number 15? That's Aaliyah Hawkins.
After he points to the baseline, I say on the floor, after he told me. Hey, one thing for Livingston, they have to find a secondary scorer tonight. Poston was so good in that first game on Friday, but they've got to find a secondary scorer to help Butler.
Jenkins in some trouble here. Colleen giving her everything she wants. Now Poston on the handoff, fires a pass tipped out by Aaliyah Hawkins. We're 2 minutes into the ball game. It's 1-0. So I look down. Players and coaches file in. Dana McWilliams in the building. I have not seen Coach Dodge in yet.
There he is.
Is he in there?
He's coming through.
He just walked in the building. That was an unbelievable entrance. You see it in the top part of your screen as Butler drives inside. And a 3-second violation called on Livingston. It'll go the other way. That is unbelievable timing. That was WWE level timing.
He's
right
like,
there.
No way I'm going to let Dana McWilliams beat me in this gym.
As soon as I said his name, he walked through that doorway. That is unbelievable. Aaliyah Hawkins going to bring it up. Surveys the floor. Josh Scott watching. He's got a lot of these kids on his AAU team. I think I read on Facebook, they're on the beach. It's warmer in this gym than on that beach, I can promise you.
Yes.
As Carroll has it, bounces back for Aaliyah Hawkins. Hawkins sends right side. Neil Capps is in the building. Everybody's here tonight. Lexi Carroll starts to drive, gives back to Aaliyah Hawkins. Hawkins picked up by Poston, gets free inside. Little runner, good. Nice touch for Aaliyah Hawkins. and it's 3-0 early on here for Cumberland County.
Really good move splitting the defenders there.
Mila Daly sends it to Carwile. Her second three of the quarter. Banks off the backboard, and Sydney Wilhite's out and running. Nice outlet feed for Hawkins off the glass for two, and Leslie Riddle wants an early timeout as Cumberland County leads 5-0, 3 minutes into the contest. We saw them have a tremendous start in their first round game back on Friday, then gave up a huge run to Upperman on Saturday, more reminiscent of that Friday game early on here for the Lady Jets.
Yeah, obviously, and you know, the opponent sometimes play a big role in that as well, but you want to get off to a fast start if you're a scoring team like Cumberland County, and that could be what Coach Herron was just saying. I mean, we really on Saturday just didn't do what we've been doing all season. Let's get on it and get on it early.
A night full of basketball going on over on the main page tonight. They are up and running in the third place game between Clark Range and Gordonsville on the girls' side of District 7 single lane. Coming up at 7:30, the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers look to capture the District 7 4A championship when they take on Lebanon. That place is going to be a madhouse at Lebanon. They do not like Cookeville. Cookeville dropped one a week ago, and they're looking for some revenge tonight.
I was going to bring up, what about the upset Gordonsville about had against Pickett County the other night? This is the best time of the year.
It's a brand new season as Emma Poston has it left wing side. LA still plenty of time, a 5-0 game, 4.5 to play in the first quarter, but they still haven't gotten a clean look on the offensive end. CC mixing up the looks as they have all season long. Coach Herring wants to keep them off balance. Poston going to drive the lane, now picks up, back for Reese Collins. The freshman lines up the three, got it. Reese Collins with a Twin Lakes Tractor three. They really are high on this freshman point guard. You see the potential, and it's now a 2-point game.
You know, it's still a tough shot that far outside of the three-point line. Cumberland County defense just isn't giving them a lot to look at.
Hawkins with an open three. High arcer, no. Rebounded by Ellie Butler. Butler averaging just a tick under 22 points a night. Going to push it ahead. Sends left side for Emma Poston. Poston back to Butler. Over 2,000 points in her illustrious career. One of the all-time greats in Hawkeye blue. Butler going to put it on the deck. Throws up the runner in traffic. No. Fight for the rebound. It's still loose. Butler has it. Tied up again. Butler gets it out. And Reese Collins, right place, right time. Second chance for Hawkeye. Emma Poston wants it. Has it. Triggers it. No good. Rebound again. Mila Daly has it. Her putback won't go. And the foul. Out of that timeout, LA getting after it on the boards. And the foul's going to go on Carly Colleen. That's the first of the game against her. Second on the team. And a trip for Mila Daly to the Livingston Regional Hospital free throw line. First one good. Checking in, Mia Hughes. Didn't play a ton in every game, but she's played a lot here in this tournament. Gives a little size off the bench for Leslie Riddle, and that's the thing that Cumberland County doesn't have, that size inside. Daly goes 2 for 2. Hughes able to get in that low block. She's not the tallest girl in the world, but we'll see how the matchups work tonight, and all of a sudden we're tied up at 5. Surprise, surprise. Out of a timeout, Leslie Riddle made it a good adjustment.
She's been doing that about as long as I've been alive.
Sydney Wilhite had it tipped, goes and gets it back. Now sends for Aaliyah Hawkins. We'll try to keep you updated on that Tullahoma Franklin County score as that one's out of play, a turnover. It goes back to Livingston Academy. Jeremy will put his football hat on a little bit and have that Coach T scoreboard up at times, I imagine, throughout the evening. All tied up at 5. Livingston with 5 straight. Mila Daly has it in the corner for LA. Now a skip pass to Collins. Now to Butler in the corner. One dribble, pull up 3. Nothing but nylon. That is a tough shot made to look easy by Ellie Butler for a Twin Lakes Tractor 3. 2 defenders closing out. Now she punches that one. Wilhite goes to repossess. CC looking to regather themselves after being up 5-0, now down 8-5. Our guy Luther from Texas, from Tyler, Texas, is tuning in. Enjoy the night. We're going to have some fun as Wilhite pulls up. Got hit on the arm. So Sydney Wilhite will return to the free throw line to shoot a couple. And they're going to get Emma Poston, and that is not unimportant. It is the second on Emma Poston. It's the second team foul against LA, and Poston is having a good tournament, going to be forced to the bench. And Coach Riddle is going to go further into her bench than she's gone this entire tournament. Allie Reams checks in for the first time.
Luther, my brother, is in Dallas this week for the first time ever in Texas on a work trip, so take care of him down there.
Will Height splits the free throws, and it's back to a 2-point game. Livingston with the lead and the basketball. Collins sends over left side for Hughes. She fires a fastball to Ellie Butler. Muscles up. Ellie Butler starting to feel it. 5 straight for her, and it's 10-6. CC looking for the answer. Will Height skips it over for Carroll. Carroll has it disrupted. Thinking about going into Colleen, but Hughes forced it back out. Here's Aaliyah Hawkins on their home floor. Hawkins drives. Now it's poked away. Another steal. This time it's Ellie Butler. Butler running the floor. Coast to coast. Skies up. Got it. 2 more for Butler. Maybe timeout time for Cumberland County. Not yet, says Randy Herring, as it's 12-6. And Livingston's on a 12-1 run. Remember, CC gave up a 21-0 run on Saturday. They gave up an 18-0 run in Sparta their last time they played White County. They do not want to do that again tonight with 3rd place on the line. Hawkins, baseline drive, muscles up, and a foul. Aaliyah Hawkins will go to the line, and this has really been the only offense for Cumberland County in the first quarter, getting to the line as Mia Hughes picks up her first, team's 3rd. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for in this one, or if you're just having the appetizer before the main event later in our championship game. 3 missed free throws in the quarter for Cumberland County so far. Aslan Welch going to check in for the first time. Colleen will check out. Second one rattles through for Hawkins.
Cumberland County has got to stop the bleeding by getting a stop on defense. Livingston has just been kind of having their way the last 4 or 5 possessions.
Yeah, first 4 minutes or so, there was nothing for LA offensively. Now they're getting everywhere they want. That's because of number 24, who's over in the corner now. Collins. For Butler, back to Collins. Coach Riddle says, come here. She wants a new play.
I said Overton County, Livingston needs to find a secondary scorer. They don't have to if she's going to do this all night.
Exactly right. Now they're going to hold for the final shot. Coach Riddle put one finger up in the air, 44 seconds. It's the playoffs. You're trying to win one way or the other.
Exactly. Don't
want to give the ball back to Sydney Wilhite and company. Three different Lady Cats out at the top as Hawkins steps up. She's one of the best on-ball defenders we got in the Upper Cumberland. All Upper Cumberland defensive team for a reason. Now that's going to be a turnover. Hawkins sped up the pass. It's a backcourt violation, and Cumberland County will get a chance with 18.6 to do something offensively. Delana is watching from Crossville, waiting on the Sparta Warriorettes. We welcome you in. They are in the building. As right side goes Cadence Wilson, 13 seconds left in the quarter. Wilson surveys. Wilhite tries to get free. She does. Wilhite from a mile away. Got it.
Big shot.
Sydney Wilhite splashes home to 3. Butler with a heave at the buzzer, and it missed wide left. That brings us to the end of 1. It's Livingston 12, Cumberland County 10. Much more to come in this third place game presented by Overton County Farm Bureau on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at
Welcome back. 12-10, Livingston Academy with the lead. It's Cumberland County basketball. Sydney Wilhite with it hit a big 3 to end the first quarter. to give Cumberland County a little bit of life. They led 5-0, then it was 12-6 Livingston. Now back to 12-10. Will Height in the mid-range, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around, and it's loose, and a foul will be called on the floor here. Emma Poston out of the game with 2 personals. See how long she's on the bench. That was a quick number flash. I didn't see who he got on that one.
Couldn't see it either.
Allie Reeves picked up her personal.
I think Coach Riddle was wanting to walk there instead of the foul.
Will Height off a screen picks up. Now back to Aaliyah Hawkins. It was Hawkins and Will Height in that first quarter, as has been fairly routine for them this year. 5 points apiece. Now inside Welch open. Puts a dribble down. Shot no good. Rebound down. It'll come the other way. No, Welch almost has it back. A tie-up for it. That'll be a jump, and now the arrow belongs to Livingston Academy. 7:15 to play in the second. On the other end, 7 points for Ellie Butler, and they came in quick succession when she gets it going. Woo-hoo. It is impressive. Started it with a filthy sidestep 3. As Mila Daly has it now over to Reams. Looking in Hughes. That pass tipped and stolen. Here comes Sydney Wilhite with a ton of tempo. Collins back defensively. Wilhite, that's her shot. Doesn't fall. She loves that transition 3. And we will have a push against Cumberland County. We'll see if this is on Wilson or Hawkins. It's on Wilson. And Hawkins said, "What did I do?" Because she didn't commit a foul. Cadence Wilson gets called for the first personal.
Watching Wilhite pull up at that 3, the only other person that reminds me of is Seth Curry. I mean, seriously. You don't see that a whole lot. Seth Curry and Sydney Wilhite. Here we go.
Score update, Watertown leads Jackson County in the Consolation game of District 5 2A, 20-11, late in the second quarter. Jackson County, that's an important one. The loser gets East Nashville. No thank you. No thank you. 23-1.
Oh.
Now, the schedule is a joke, but still. Inside, Daly puts up the shot. That's no good. A rebound down. Welch has it. She got pushed down, but they're going to give the advantage, I think, here, soccer term, as Wilhite drives and kicks for Hawkins. Her 3 is up. That's no good. Rebound down. Wrestled away by Hawkins. Back to Carroll. Hawkins open. She's going to drive to the free throw line. Pull-up jumper, no. Rebounded by Collins, and we have 2 minutes of scoreless basketball here in the second. Here comes Ellie Butler with tempo, and she's tripped up from behind as her and Wilhite's feet tangled up. Those 2 players, first team all Upper Cumberland. And they collide on the floor. Wilhite picks up her first. Be the team's first. Carly Colleen in for Welch. 6:01 to play in the first half. It's 12-10. Collins inbounds to Butler. She keeps her feet up, her heels up to stay in bounds. And now Reese Collins has it. Over to Reams. 3 or 4 different Lady Wildcats to the table. Wholesale substitutions coming. As Daly sends to Reams. Reams working on Hawkins. Bounces it back for Collins. Collins against Wilhite. Turn and drive. Over to Daly. Nice feed. The 3 won't go. Rebounded by Hughes. Hughes kicks to Butler. Mia Hughes, couple offensive rebounds off the bench here in this first half. 5.5 to play in quarter number 2. Darian's watching, cheering on Livingston. As Collins has it swiped, and that's a jump. The arrow belongs to Cumberland County. This is the first time this year, outside of garbage time, I've seen this many subs at a table for Livingston Academy. Mally Carwile, Cora Copeland, wow. Chloe Jenkins, and Emma Posted. How about the 4 bench players in, and nobody scored? Defensively, though, I think you'll take that if you're Livingston Academy. And if you're Cumberland County, you're thinking, man, we really like to get some points there with all those players on the bench. Hawkins picks up her dribble, sends to Welch. Now Wilhite's open in the corner, calling for it. That's Carroll instead, rather. Carroll on the deck. She'll drive, steps through, shot with the left hand too strong. Rebound tipped, and Poston comes away. Now here's Mally Carwile with tempo. Carwile able to find Jenkins. Puts her head down, drives, and flips over to Copeland. Now back to Poston. 4:45. Nobody scored in the quarter. Still 12-10. Poston sends over to Jenkins. She traveled. That foot slid when she hit that shot fake, and possession goes back the other way with 4:36 to go in the second.
As a referee, I've refereed our area and obviously other areas, and to me, one of the biggest separators is how these coaches coach defense. You're
seeing it right now. No room to breathe for either offense. as Welch has it. Now she sends out to Hawkins, and LA's going man-to-man. They don't play a ton of it. They have that patented zone of Coach Riddle, but they like the matchups tonight. As Hawkins has it. CC swept the season series. The first game here by double digits. Second one much closer as Copeland gets the block. And here comes Livingston the other way. Emma Poston into the half court. Picks up, finds a wide open Mally Carwile, and that one missed everything. Rebounded by Cora Copeland, though. LA crashing the boards. Butler gives back, and Poston fires left side to Carwile. Big collision between Will Height and Butler. They're letting them go. Two superstars. Everybody knows it. Copeland. And a handoff to Carwile. Carwile stutter steps. Nice feed, but Poston couldn't get it cleanly, and Hawkins going to steal it away.
At this pace, this could be our final.
Literally. Maybe not. Sydney Wilhite splashes home the triple, and that one is the first points of the quarter for either team as Butler sends to Carwile, blocked. Lexi Carroll with the swat. Here come the Lady Jets ahead, and now up by a point. Over to Will Height again. Corner three. No. Rebound down, and that's over the back. Welch going to pick up her first personal. It's the team's second. Pardon me, team's third. And with 3:13 to go in the second quarter, it's 13-12. We've had a couple of commentator-perfect moments tonight. Coach Dodgen walking in. That three by Will Height, just right on time, as Butler has it.
Just to prove us wrong.
Exactly right.
Which is fair.
The announcer Jinx. Carwile off a screen, going to put it on the deck, fires it across Jenkins, bobbled it, now has it, poked away by Carroll. On the ground, Colleen comes away. Here comes Aaliyah Hawkins pushing it ahead. Hawkins, baseline drive, now forced back. Little cut for Carroll, blocked by Copeland. Now it's ripped away. Here comes Ellie Butler in transition. That's poked by Hawkins right back to Will Height. Will Height tried to throw it ahead. It finds Lexi Carroll. Carroll with a skip pass for Aaliyah Hawkins. Hawkins working on Carwile, now floats back. Carroll going to drive towards Jenkins. Steps baseline, blocked again. This time it's Chloe Jenkins. Butler with the board, and she's out and running. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Butler does. Swiped away. Sydney Wilhite pulled it away. It'll stay on this end with Livingston Academy.
Here's something else that I'm really impressed with, how good both of these coaches are. You usually see coaches fuss for fouls or whatever. These two, when they see good defensive plays, they know it. You're not getting reaction to them because they know exactly what's going on.
Now we have a tie-up and a jump. And how about the active hands defensively as the arrow belongs to Livingston? Every time LA puts it on the ground or gets in a little bit of traffic, somebody for Cumberland County is trying to swipe it away. Inbound sent to Jenkins. Jenkins working through traffic. Shot up. No. Posted with a rebound. Put back, and there's the foul. Carly Colleen going to pick up her second. And a trip to the line to shoot two here for Emma Poston. LA still scoreless in the quarter, but they're only down one because there's been one shot made. It's a Sydney Wilhite three that made it 13-12. And the free throw's no good for Poston. Now, the point about defense is absolutely true. The offensive execution also has not been there in this first half for either team. It's a little mixture of both that we've had in this one. Poston ties the game at 13 as she splits the free throws at the Livingston Regional Hospital free throw line. Aaliyah Hawkins, 2 minutes to play in quarter number two. Going to go to work. Hawkins over to Will Height. Will Height picks up and traveled. Possession back to Livingston Academy. 13-13 with 1:51 to go in the second. The winner of this game travels to the loser of the District 8 AAA championship between Tullahoma and Franklin County. The loser travels to that district champion, both on Friday at 7 o'clock. Kick out for Emma Poston. By the way, we're going to have unbelievable coverage of the region tournaments. Baseball starts next week as that one's punched out of play, and they'll say last touch by Livingston. So possession back to Cumberland County. And we will have baseball and softball coverage starting next week somehow. Don't ask me how. There may be people you've never heard of calling games, but we'll have it as Hawkins brings it up. For some reason, Cable Supply moved back the start time of basketball, moved up the start times of the spring sports. Thank you. As Carroll drives and kicks out for Will Height. Three ball on the way. No. Rebound knocked out of play, it's actually due to there was a real weird week where Holiday was in a different spot. It's not anybody's fault, but it does make things interesting.
It still happened.
1:10 to go in the second. 13-13. In the lowest offensive quarter in the history of basketball. Here comes Chloe Jenkins, though. Jenkins throws it off the glass and good for two. First points tonight for Jenkins, and LA goes back out in front by a pair.
And we're exactly where we were to start the corner.
Will Height throws a pass
2.
in. Colleen bounces off. Good and one. Took the contact from Copeland, and Carly Colleen with the finish. She'll go to the line to try to complete a three-point play as the offenses have started to score again all of a sudden. Mia Hughes going to check in for Cora Copeland, who just picked up her first personal. Colleen spins it back, flies it away, and hits. 3 points for Carly Colleen now. CC back in front by a point. Reese Collins, see how they approach this. Are they going to hold or go? That pass tip, they won't have a choice. Hawkins tips it, and Will Height steals it. Here comes Sydney Wilhite ahead. Wilhite barrels inside. A foul is going to be called on the floor on Reese Collins. It'll be her first, the team's third. That's back-to-back quarters where CC's had a steal when Livingston was trying to hold the ball. They scored a three the last time. We'll see what they do here as the inbound goes to Cadence Wilson. Wilson, left side, Carroll. Carroll's hit a couple of threes in this tournament. She's wide open, but they're holding here. Back for Aaliyah Hawkins. Hawkins starts to drive now. Floats back against Collins. 14 seconds left for Hawkins. 8 seconds. Hawkins gets free. Wide open. Jumper up and good. Easy for Aaliyah Hawkins. 3 seconds for Ellie Butler. Half-court heave. This one would count, and it's no good. And Aaliyah Hawkins gives Cumberland County a three-point advantage into the halftime locker room. After two, it's Cumberland County 18, Livingston Academy 15. This is the third-place consolation game of the District 7 AAA tournament on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares? What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day. What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home located just south of Cookeville. Boasting 2,700 square feet and a 2-car garage, this home features a very open floor plan with hardwood floors. You'll find great custom touches throughout, including a welcoming covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191 for more information. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to serve our community. Christy Key, John Godwin, and Corey Nard are your local auto, home, and life insurance experts. Whatever insurance you need, they will work to find you a solution. Visit them at 7486 Bradford Hicks Drive in Livingston or call them at 931-823-1322. Overton County Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to present Livingston Academy Athletics all year long on UCR.
Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present this 3-bedroom, 1.5-bathroom home in Livingston. In addition to the home, this auction also features a Mazda 2, Ford Taurus, furniture, and much more. Don't miss your opportunity to bid. You can bid on this property at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on this online-only auction ends on Thursday, February 27th at 10 a.m. Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is your one-stop shop for sports cards, Pokemon cards, sealed product hobby boxes, and more. Whether you're just wanting some more memorabilia or you're a seasoned collector, the experts at 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles have what you need. Stop by 620 South Jefferson Avenue, Suite 208B in Cookeville from 12 to 6 Wednesday through Sunday or 10 to 6 on Saturday to see their incredible selection. 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Discover the stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Welcome back as we gear up for the second half here in our consolation game of the District 7 AAA Girls Tournament. 18-15 the score, still anybody's ball game. Cumberland County with the lead and the basketball. I'm Noah McKay, that's Jeremy Tollison. Ellie Butler with a steal as Madison McKay's producing things for us. Butler coast to coast, slams the brakes over to Posted. Open tray on the way. No, nearly banked it in. Rebound tipped, and Sydney Wilhite has it. Now it's a foot race. Wilhite with speed. Butler back. Shot up. No. Carroll with the board. Kick out to a wide open Aaliyah Hawkins. No. Rebounded to Ellie Butler. Ferocious pace early. Butler fires a pass tip. Now Hawkins fires ahead to Wilhite. Wilhite will win that race. Good and one. That is a foul Livingston will very much want to have back as Sydney Wilhite finishes and will go to the line to try to complete a three-point play.
No, as you mentioned, the intensity has ramped up tremendously in this first 36 seconds.
These teams won't know who they'll face until later on tonight. That championship game at 7:30. That's another luxury you have if you make the championship game. As soon as you're done, you know who you play, and you know who you may play no matter what when the game starts. As Butler, turnaround shot, no, the offense has not been there, but Butler gets her on rebound and puts it back in.
Those matchups in the whenever we go to the other side, it's just all about the style of play as well.
Well, and you also have to forecast, if you're in our business, as Lexi Carroll hits the three. If 7 AAA sweeps, this one would impact greatly who plays between our next two teams. Do you have a preference as a turnaround shot?
Sure.
Puts up for Cora Copeland and good. White County's destroyed everybody. They've beat both these teams fairly soundly twice. Livingston has a win over Upperman this year. Cumberland County lost by 4 in Baxter a week ago. Upperman then beat them up pretty good on Saturday. So certainly no easy game between those top two, but that matters in the region semis of who you would play if you get there. Because both Upperman and White County are going to be in the region semis, barring something crazy. As Sydney Wilhite triggers the three. Good. Cumberland County stretching the advantage. Sydney Wilhite with her third three of the ball game. Now a pass inside Carwile, puts it on the deck and a foul. As Cadence Wilson will pick up the personal. That'll be her second. Couple of three balls in this game that was very tight has started to separate all of a sudden for Cumberland County. As Welch going to check in for Carly Colleen. Poston inbounds to a wide open L.A. Butler. Her three for the answer, no. L.A. can't buy a bucket right now. Here comes Sydney Wilhite ahead, looking to push it to a double-digit advantage. Wilhite gives off to Aaliyah Hawkins. Cumberland County swept the season series, looking to make it 3 straight over Livingston. Wilhite, another 3 up. That one's no good. Rebound down to Cadence Wilson. She'll send over to Aaliyah Hawkins, who will reset in the half court. Now Wilhite to Wilson. Right side for Hawkins. Little back cut. Instead they give to Welch. Welch over to Wilson. Wilson surveys. Carroll off a screen to the top of the key. Right side Welch. Long possession here after the rebound. Wilhite another 3. That one's no good. And this time Copeland has the rebound. Now here's Mally Carwile. Carwile gives off to Poston. Now Jenkins. Baseline cut for Carwile. Sends it across to Copeland. Copeland back out Poston. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. It's an 8-point Lady Jets advantage. Poston going to drive and a hand check will go on Lexi Carroll. That'll be her first, team second.
One thing in the middle of the first quarter when Livingston had so much success, they were taking the ball strong to the rack. And so far in the third quarter, it seems a little hesitant.
They've got the ball touched it that much.
Exactly.
As Jenkins going to drive inside, speaking of, turns baseline and a foul on the floor. On that turn, Lexi Carroll got her hands on the arm. It gets a groan, but we had a good look at that one. That's Absolutely. A foul. That's an unnecessary groan. There's no question that was a foul. And Randy Herring wants 30 seconds to talk about things. I don't think he's happy with the call either.
Now again, it was well before the shot,
right.
And that's probably why they didn't have a great look at it. But she absolutely had her by the arm on the turn.
I'm not 100% positive Randy Herring wanted this timeout, but he's got this timeout with 4:47 to go in the third quarter. It's 27-19. That game, by the way, coming up later on tonight between Tullahoma and Franklin County. Nobody in the Upper Cumberland has played Tullahoma anytime recently, in this district at least. In the district, there's one common opponent with Franklin County. Upperman played them twice and destroyed them twice. 28-plus points in both ball games. They were not competitive. That's why we're so bullish on this district's chances of sweeping in that first round. But that's not a given. You got to go play the games. As Cora Copeland has it poked from behind by Wilson, and Lexi Carroll has it, and another steal for Cumberland County defensively. Hawkins picks up her dribble. Got to go somewhere with it. Finds Wilson. LA's played pretty exclusively man-to-man defense tonight. That's not their standard practice most nights, but it always depends on the matchups. Here comes Aaliyah Hawkins. 4 minutes, 19 seconds to play in the third. Flip pass for Welch. Welch back. That pass intercepted by Poston. And now Emma Poston fires ahead to Butler. Butler across to Carwile. Bobbled, hesitates, knowing the foul. Lexi Carroll going to pick up her third personal foul, and Mally Carwile will go to the Livingston Regional Hospital free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, really good delayed move to the basket there. Let the defender go flying by like Superman, and then come up, secondary defender, get a foul, go to the free throw line.
Carwile's first one is no good, and for Livingston now finding themselves in a bit of a hole. The offense hasn't been there. They're going to need to convert on their free throws. 3 for 5 so far tonight. This is Carwile's first trip. 27-19, this score. Make it 27-20. Hawkins going to bring it up. The crowd's starting to file in. There's a lot of red and maroon on the other side, a lot of gold beneath us for the championship game between the Warriorettes and the Lady Bees. So Leah Hawkins has it.
You think either one of these fan bases want that championship?
I'm sure they'll be nice to each other and
cordial.
Pleasant. And
oh, yeah, get each other some stuff at the concession stand.
In the comment section will be very nice and cordial, and nobody will say anything bad about us. It's 3:37 to go in the third quarter, 27-20. As Welch works it back over to Wilson. Another slow offensive frame for Livingston as they find themselves in a bit of a hole. CC wants to stretch it. That pass tipped by Poston. Welch goes back to grab. Now Butler arrives. They send it to Wilson, and it's a turnover back to Livingston Academy. Ellie Butler's been everywhere on the defensive end in this game. Credit her with forcing that turnover there. She was the player of the year in the district. First team all Upper Cumberland as Butler now going to drive inside. Shot up, blocked from behind by Wilhite. Was out of bounds when she tried to save it, so it stays with the Lady Cats. And Luther, you're right, this is a very nice gym here in Crossville. This floor especially is one of the more unique floors in the entire state. As the inbound goes to Butler, she'll flip for Mia Hughes. Hughes back to Ellie Butler. Butler drives, kicks for Poston. 7-point game here with under 3 to play in the third. Hawkins defending. There's a kick out to an open Chloe Jenkins. Her three won't go. Rebound to Wilhite. Now she's out and running again. Wilhite checks over her shoulder, crosses over to the mid-range, steps through, and a foul. Sydney Wilhite back to the line to shoot 2. Trying to stretch the lead as this one goes on Mia Hughes. It'll be her second, the team's second. Wilhite at the line tonight, 3 for 5. As she connects on the first. And she's starting to really fill up the stat sheet now. 15 points on the evening. In a game like this, that feels like 25. Next one, good. Now inside, that shot no good. Rebound ricochets around. It's still loose. Still loose. Wilson on the floor. Probably a travel. They get away with it, and we'll play on. That's where you say, no, Noah, you're right. That was a travel. As Hawkins going to bring it up.
Coach Riddle definitely wanted a travel there.
If Jeremy Tollison's in stripes, is that a travel? Right side for Welch.
He's got a good chance.
Welch has that one bounced over to Colleen. She'll fire it baseline. Wilhite with a 2-point jumper. No. Rebound tipped up over the back. Ellie Butler going to get tagged with the personal. That'll be her first. Team's third with 2:05 to play in the third. Score update. Watertown leads Jackson County in girls action 33-27. Jackson County had tied it in the middle of the third quarter at 25, but Watertown has stretched the advantage now back to 6. That shot up and good. Aaliyah Hawkins with the finish. And all of a sudden, Cumberland County stretched an 11-point lead. Hughes kicks to Collins. She'll put it on the deck. Livingston in big need of a bucket. A clinical quarter so far for Cumberland County. Poston sends left side, 3-ball on the way. That's no good. LA can't buy a triple. Rebound ricochets and a foul. It's going to go on Allie Reams. That's her second, team's fourth. The defense has been so strong for Cumberland County in this game so far. 31-20 as Hawkins going to bring it up. Stick around post-game. We'll have a brief post-game show, go through the scoring, and have the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game, and then intermission and our championship game between Upperman and White County. Tomorrow night, 2 more games for you. A hugely important consolation game between DeKalb County and Livingston, as there's a pass over to Welch. Her jumper's up, no good. Rebound, 2 different Lady Cats there. Reese Collins comes away, and now she'll turn and burn. Collins fires it ahead to Reams. Reams, open shot up and good. Allie Reams with the 2. Back to a 9-point game. Our championship game tomorrow night. Top-ranked Upperman taking on Mr. 3000 in Stone Memorial. Couldn't have asked for 2 better championship games. Both top 2 seeds advancing.
2 Mr. Basketball finalists on the court together.
Unbelievable. For the third time. 30 seconds left in the third. 31-22 the score. Cumberland County with the lead, and now it's their turn to hold on the final possession. Hawkins dancing with Collins. Now Collins steps up and is forced back. 10 seconds for Aaliyah Hawkins. She'll go to work. Little stutter step. Flips back to Wilhite, swiped away. Now Emma Poston in transition. Wilhite gives chase, blocked out of play, and it tipped Poston on the way out, and it'll go back to Cumberland County. And Leslie Riddle saying it was blocked. It was blocked, but then it went off of Poston's back, and the official didn't clarify that. Is Wilhite going to put this up? It would count, and it's no good. That brings us to the end of the third quarter of this Consolation game. Cumberland County leads 31-22. Coverage presented by the Overton County Farm Bureau. And you're watching on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home located just south of Cookeville. Boasting 2,700 square feet and a 2-car garage, this home features a very open floor plan with hardwood floors. You'll find great custom touches throughout, including a welcoming covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191 for more information.
One quarter to go. Cumberland County stretched a 9-point lead over Livingston Academy. It's LA basketball as we get back to it. Poston sends over to Ellie Butler. She'll put it on the deck. Butler flips back for Poston. Now Jenkins can't save it inbounds. Another turnover. Cumberland County's defense has been stifling tonight, Jeremy.
What I was going to say is we can blame this on Cumberland County's defense, but Butler has to attempt more shots. I mean, that's what's brought them here, and she's got to find a way to get some shots off.
And she hasn't really touched the ball very much in this second half. Every time she has, something good has happened for Livingston. 9 points in the game for Ellie Butler. Sydney Wilhite doing Sydney Wilhite things in this one. 16 points so far for the first team all Upper Cumberland player. Now she has it in the low block. Wilhite shot up and good. 18 for Sydney Wilhite, and it's back to an 11-point CC lead.
She is so surprisingly strong inside as well.
Now Butler is fouled as Colleen tried to disrupt that attempt to catch the pass. It'll be the third on Carly Colleen. First team foul against the Lady Jets in the quarter.
Yeah, don't think that Wilhite is just an outside shooter because she can play around the rim.
Carwile back in for Mia Hughes. Poston inbounds. Now flip back from Butler. Poston on the deck. Sends it over to Jenkins. Jenkins drives and kicks back to Mila Daly. Now Carwile has it. Carwile sends off to Poston. Under 7 minutes to play here in this third place contest. Poston. Little pick and roll for Ellie Butler, and she's fouled. It's going to be the fourth on Carly Colleen. And Ellie Butler's going to go to the Livingston Regional Hospital free throw line to shoot 2, try to get her team back within single digits.
That's exactly what Livingston needs more of is put the ball in Butler's hands, like you said, and her attacking the rim. They've got an advantage when she's driving to the rim.
The free throw struggles continue, though. When they get there, they've been splitting, as the first one is no good for Ellie Butler. Cumberland County has mixed up the defenses, and they have had so much success so far. Butler's second one is no good. 0 for 2. A lid on the rim for L.A., who has 7 points in the quarter. They had 12 points in the first quarter alone. 10 points since then. As Lexi Carroll has it here for Cumberland County. Feels like if they get any bigger of a lead, it's over. And now a big push as Mally Carwile is going to pick up the personal. That'll be her second, team's first. Barrel through that screen. No doubt about that one.
That is illegal.
It's fun to do sometimes, but it is indeed illegal. Hawkins going to catch the inbound. Now fires a pass to Carroll as L.A. knows they got to start forcing some turnovers. They're trying to trap. Hawkins works around Butler and a foul. Ellie Butler hooked a hold of Aaliyah Hawkins. That'll be the second team foul. And it's the second personal on Ellie Butler. As Cadence Wilson gives off now right side for Sydney Wilhite. Wilhite drives, pulls up in the mid-range. Good. Sydney Wilhite with 20 tonight. She's nearly outscored Livingston Academy on her own. A 13-point Lady Jets lead. This girl is legit. Poston. Sends right side Carwile. Carwile puts it on the deck. Now Daly out for Poston. Poston with a shot fake. Now sends right side Daly. Back to Poston. Passing for Butler. That one's tipped away, and another turnover forced by Cumberland County's defense. Crazy thing about Sydney Wilhite, just a sophomore. Still 2 more years to go in high school. 2+ more years to go as Welch has it. Gives to Wilhite. Now left side for Carroll. Cumberland County feels very comfortable right now with the lead that they've got. Protecting the basketball, trying to get good shots. Now Carroll over for Hawkins. 5:20 to go in the ball game. Poston there defensively. No urgency for Cumberland County offensively. Welch has it. Now right side Hawkins. Hawkins picked up by Poston and will retreat. Over to Wilhite.
I mean, if they let him, Cumberland County's going to run the clock out.
100%. Double team's going to have to arrive for Livingston. Back to Wilhite, a 13-point game. Time ticking away, now under 5 to play. Now Wilson. Gets a screen from Welch, drives the lane, now forced to pick up, steps through over to Hawkins. Nice feed to Carroll, and a minute-long possession. Ends with 2 for the Lady Jets.
Absolutely could not have telegraphed a better possession for Cumberland County.
And now, that's a backcourt violation. Out of play, Leslie Riddle wants timeout, but it's all Lady Jets here in the second half. They've stretched the lead out to 15. We'll take it with them and come back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
All Cumberland County, they've stretched the lead out to 15, 37-22. We're keeping it on the 8 AAA tournament, Jeremy.
Start of the fourth quarter, Murfreesboro Magnet is ahead of Lawrence County 39-33. Those fighting to see, well, they're both probably going to lose Friday.
Because they're both going to have to come on the road to Louisville Gymnasium and into the Hive.
It's like they're probably fighting over the shorter drive.
Yeah, that's.
And where's the best place to eat?
Yeah, that's good season. Bringing it up is Aaliyah Hawkins. This has been a textbook second half by Cumberland County. I mean, for a coach in Randy Herring who's been preaching consistency, he's got to be thrilled with this performance tonight as they have bounced back after a rough one on Saturday and now lead by 15 with 4 minutes to play.
Except for when they were up 5-0 and then gave up a little run to Livingston, it has been all Cumberland County.
And they were able to shorten that run, unlike what they've been able to do the past couple of weeks. So that's a good sign if you're a Lady Jets fan. It was a 12-1 run, and then it stopped there, and they were able to rally back as Sydney Wilhite hit a big 3. Here comes the trap. We have a foul away from the ball. Pushing through a screen again is going to go on Livingston with the 3rd team foul. They're going to get Mally Carwile again. It's her 3rd personal. This is the 3rd place game here in District 7 AAA championship game to follow between the 2 aforementioned teams, White County and Upperman. They just love each other so much. I'm obviously joking. It's turning into a gigantic rivalry, and another chapter will be written tonight. And another one will probably get written in about 9 days if everything continues to trend the way that it has. Wilson has it. You never know. Playoff time is weird. But certainly if you were in Vegas, that's where you'd put your money, as Hawkins has it. Here comes the press, and Butler got 2 hands on the body there. It'll be the third on Ellie Butler, the 4th team foul against the Lady Wildcats.
Coach Riddle wants another timeout.
And she will get it with 3:16 to go in the ball game. It's one more full timeout for Coach Riddle. We'll hear from one of our all-inclusive sponsors, the Quality Family, and come back with more in this consolation game.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality Family of Services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Welcome back. Still 37-22. Cumberland County with the lead. We got an update from down in Spencer.
Congratulations, Van Buren Lady Eagles, champions of their district, will host
Eaglettes. I'm going to
Eaglettes.
get you on that
I
one.
apologize.
The Eaglettes. As there's a shot in, and good. Aslan Welch finishes the 2. The Eaglettes, though, that's very interesting. We'll tell you why here in a moment after this possession for Livingston, as Mally Carwile has it. Has that one tipped. Carwile has it back. It's a 17-point Cumberland County lead. They've dominated the second half of this game. Ellie Butler for 3. No. Rebound down. Bounce to Mila Daly, and a foul will be called on the floor. A blocking foul. Van Buren, 99.99999% chance will be hosting their sub-state game as Cindy Wilhite picks up her second against who comes out of that 7 single-A district. So potentially a Clay County or a Clark Range or a Gordonsville, as the 3 ball is up and no good for Carwile. Ricochets around again. Poston has it ripped away from Wilson. Now Daly gets it back. Right side Jenkins. L.A. still scoreless here in the 4th quarter. And right on cue, Mila Daly with a Twin Lakes Tractor 3 cuts it to a 14-point game.
Way to help them out, Noah.
And now another, it's all day. The announcer Jinx has been spot on as a foul will be called. This one goes on Emma Poston, her 3rd, and into the bonus goes Cumberland County. Aaliyah Hawkins will shoot 2. We will have an intermission. It'll stay, if you're watching on YouTube, it'll be in the same stream, our championship game. If you're watching on the NFHS network, it will be in a new stream. But we'll have about a 10-minute or so intermission before setting the stage for that one, as the first free throw for Aaliyah Hawkins is good. She goes into double figures with 10 tonight. Next one, no good. Rebounded by Mally Carwile. And now right side, Butler back to Poston. Swings around Daly. Carwile back to Daly. Carwile puts the dribble down, now fires it over for Poston. Into the corner, Jenkins. Butler posting up on Carroll. Triple team, steps through, puts it up, no. Rebound down to Aaliyah Hawkins, and time running out here. 2:05 to go. Cumberland County, they're going to have a good feeling about themselves heading on the road in the first round of the region tournament, building off of this performance here tonight. Trying to grab it is Poston. Hawkins wrestles it away, now steps through a trap and sends over to Wilhite. Livingston not trying to foul, but they do want to pressure. Over for Hawkins, and that will be a foul. Ellie Butler commits her 4th, and a trip back to the line to shoot 2 for Aaliyah Hawkins with 1:41 to go.
Yeah, really impressed Cumberland County tonight. And just like you've mentioned, I mean, whoever they match up with on Friday night on the road, they're going to watch this film, and they're going to have some very uneasy feelings.
As Hawkins' first free throw is no good, because they're going to see Sydney Wilhite on tape and go, uh-oh, that could be a problem. And they're going to see Aaliyah Hawkins doing this. And tonight they've had a little bit more scoring from other people. Not a ton, but they haven't needed it with the defensive effort, only allowing 25 points to this point. Hawkins splits the freebies. Now Carwile lines up the 3. That's no good. Rebound down. Hawkins with another board. She'll find Wilhite. How will Livingston approach this one now? The outcome no longer in doubt. Wilhite gets through a trap. Now spins it across for Wilson. Cumberland County not looking for shots. We could be here a while. There's another foul. 2 more free throws coming for Aaliyah Hawkins as Emma Poston going to pick up her 4th. Aaliyah Hawkins back at the line shooting 2. First one is good. Next one, good as well. Aaliyah Hawkins, 2 for 2, and her day is done. And she'll get subbed out in a big hug, a senior with her head coach. And all the way down the line, a great career here at Cumberland County. Aaliyah Hawkins been here the whole time, and all her teammates will give her a hug as well. Her and Lexi Carroll share a moment. The region tournament will be at satellite sites and they'll go to Cookeville High School, so not back here. With 1 minute to go in the ball game, Wilhite has it. That pass going to be intercepted by Butler. Butler has it swiped right back by Sydney Wilhite. Wilhite weaving through traffic, ahead to Colleen, wide open, and they're not looking to pour it on. They're looking to kill the clock. Wilson has it. Now over to Wilhite, and now everyone, we're good. Poston will commit a foul, and that'll end it for Emma Poston. That's her 5th. And a trip to the line to shoot 2 for Sydney Wilhite. And this one now, at this point, is going to make it look more lopsided than it was.
Sure.
Reese Collins will check in for Poston. Not a whole lot of intrigue with the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game tonight.
Maybe the easiest one I pick all year.
As Sydney Wilhite makes the first free throw.
Even I can't mess this up.
You would think. But you've surprised me before.
Easy now, easy, easy.
Wilhite 2nd. That one is good.
I'll tell you, 2 of 3 games in this tournament, Cumberland County has looked really good. They just were a little flat against Upperman and unfortunately dug themselves in a big hole, but they have looked really good.
Ellie Butler puts up the shot. No good. Colleen with the rebound. And please, no fouls. Ahead comes Hale into the half court. That fires a pass across. Welch able to grab. Welch with a skip pass back across to Hale. Now Beal. 20 seconds to go. Cumberland County completely dominant in the second half of this game. It was a 3-point game at halftime, and they have opened it up here in the second half. 27-10. The margin in that second half, and that will do it. The Cumberland County Lady Jets take 3rd place in the District 7 AAA Tournament. Final score, Cumberland County 45, Livingston Academy 25. We welcome you into the Livingston Regional Hospital postgame show as we tally up the scoring. An impressive performance tonight by the Lady Jets.
No, absolutely. And like I mentioned just a second ago, for the vast majority of this tournament, they have played really good. And when their opponent sees the film and realizes who they're playing on Friday in a win or your season is over game, I'm telling you, they are not going to be they will not like what they see on film.
Scoring from the game is as follows. First for Livingston Academy, who falls to 18-12 on the season with the loss. 9 points for Ellie Butler, 5 for Mila Daly, 3 for Reese Collins, 2 apiece for Allie Reams, Chloe Jenkins, Cora Copeland, and 1 apiece for Mally Carwile and Emma Poston, for a team total of 25 for the victorious Cumberland County Lady Jets, who improved to 17-13 on this season. 22 for Sydney Wilhite tonight, 13 for Aaliyah Hawkins, 5 for Lexi Carroll, 3 for Carly Colleen, and 2 for Aslan Welch, for a team total of 45. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game is going to be, as he said, no question about it, it's Sydney Wilhite tonight. She was the top dog on the floor this evening with 22 points, really controlled the basketball game.
I'll tell you something that I thought she did tonight even better than she has the last couple of nights. Her defense, I think she just kind of stepped up her aggression on defense. Probably, and I don't know what she had, but I know she had several more steals tonight than she did the other night. Saw her in there rebounding. I just really feel like tonight she's been a scoring machine, but tonight was probably her best well-rounded game.
Sydney Wilhite, the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. So we will wait on the opponents for those two teams. Cumberland County will travel to the loser of the District 8 AAA championship game between Tullahoma and Franklin County. Livingston will travel to the winner of that district tournament, and we'll let you know as soon as we know who that will be. Well, it's time for the main event of the evening. The two teams have taken the floor, and in about 10 minutes we'll have all the pregame hoopla and then get to the real game hoopla, as it's the District 7 AAA Tournament Championship game, another one in the quickly escalating rivalry between White County and Upperman. We'll have all the action for you coming up in about 10 minutes right back here on YouTube and the NFHS Network. Final score in our third place game, Cumberland County 45, Livingston 25. Much more to come from Crossville. Don't go anywhere. It's time for the main event of the evening, the District 7 AAA Tournament Championship game between the Upperman Lady Bees and the White County Warriorettes. I'm Noah McKay on the call. That is Jeremy Tollison. That's the lovely Madison McKay. Today's broadcast is presented by Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate. We appreciate Sonia so very much for being the presenting sponsor of tonight's game, and this one's going to be a lot of fun. The gym is packed, as you can see on your screen, and everyone's excited as we'll crown a district champion here today. We welcome you into the Crouch team with Highlands Lake Real Estate pregame show, and Jeremy, two of the state's best going at it for the third time this season. The Upperman Lady Bees and their head coach Dana McWilliams with a record of 24 victories and 6 losses. They're the number 7th ranked team in the latest Tennessee Sports Writers Association poll, the number 4 in the UC Top 5. The White County Warriorettes, the regular season district champions, and their head coach Michael Dodgen with a record of 27 victories to just 3 defeats. They are undefeated against district opponents this season. They, the number 1 ranked team in the Tennessee Sports Writers Association poll, the number 2 ranked team in the UC Top 5, a juggernaut in Sparta. As we look at this game, these two teams have faced each other twice in the regular season. A 45-33 victory for Sparta in Sparta, and then in Baxter, a 58-46 victory. Pardon me, flip those two, but you get my gist. A 58-46 victory for White County in Sparta on February the 11th. This is not a historic rivalry, unbelievably. It feels like it is, but it's not. These two teams have only shared a district since 2021. White County leads the series, Jeremy, 7-3. The Warriorettes, though, are 7-1 in the regular season. Wow. They are 0-2 against Upperman in the postseason. They did not play in the district tournament last year. They did play in the region championship game, a game in which Upperman won. This one is a little different than that game because both these teams know that they are going to host their first-round region games. Quite frankly, it's more about the second round for these two teams than it is in the first round because both of them are going to be heavy, heavy favorites in the first round of the district tournament, but you always want to win a championship, and these two teams have a chance to win a championship tonight.
Yeah, you absolutely always want to win a championship. And, you know, another thing, and I'm not putting any pressure on Michael Dodgen, okay, because I think he really is stepping right in there with the Dana McWilliams and the Leslie Riddle conversation of some of the very best coaches that have ever been around here. And Dodgen has done a fantastic job. Unfortunately, he's got a monkey on his back when it comes in the postseason, and Dana McWilliams has had his number those 2 times they faced. Plus, the exit in the sub-state last year. No one expected that, even though they played a fantastic Heritage team. But he has got to get this monkey off his back with the postseason and not just step on the doorstep, but jump through the window and say the White County Warriorettes are here and we're ready. We want to hold this gold ball.
Let's get the monkey out of the room. There's a return tonight, a debut tonight for the White County Warriorettes. Keely Mullins is active and in the lineup tonight. She transferred in from Livingston Academy at the end of last year. 366 days since she last played in a varsity contest. She will come off the bench today, but that has been so highly anticipated in Sparta. They get to see Keely Mullins in maroon and white tonight. That may be the most intriguing part of this basketball game this evening.
No, I agree with you, but you've got to think of that, in my mind, 2 separate ways. Does she come off the bench and just provide an absolute spark to this offense? And listen, they've been pretty darn good without her. Or vice versa, does she come in and, I mean, they've got a good thing going. So, you know, Coach Dodgen, it's a really flipping a coin to see if she's going to add a ton or who knows? Who knows what this is going to happen?
Let's get to the tee-up starting lineups tonight. First for the Lady Bees, number 1, Cora Bass. Number 11, Sadie South. Number 12, Taylor Delenti. Number 22, Gracie Butler. And number 23, Maggie Butler. For the Warriorettes tonight, number 3, Ava Jones. Number 5, Bella Whittingham. Number 12, Kyra Fox. Number 13, Gracie Clark. And number 14, Lakeland Grasty. Upperman in black, Sparta in white. A championship on the line. Let's get it on in Crossville as the Warriorettes possess the opening tip. Lakeland Grasty will bring it into the front court. She surveys and goes to work. Upperman starts in their man-to-man. Grasty with a drive and kick back for Gracie Clark. Right side for Lakeland Grasty. Now hands off for Fox. Fox goes around the world. She's picked up by South. Fox with a turn inside. Now kick for Ava Jones. Just signed with Trevecca. There's a steal for Cora Bass, who's out and running. Bass in transition. Blocked Bella Winningham with the swat. Here comes Sparta with numbers if they hurry. Grasty to Winningham. Blocked. Swatted by Maggie Butler.
Whoa,
and
let's
it's on.
get this game on.
It is on here
you
in
can
Crossville.
do it, I can do it. Let's go.
Swats on both ends. Inbounds comes to Gracie Clark. Clark dribbles back to the outside. Gets a great screen from Jones. A drive, shot up, no. Rebound by Maggie Butler. It's interesting. Throughout this entire series since they've shared a district, every game, somebody's raced out to a big early lead and somebody else has come back. Now, that doesn't always mean the team who comes back wins, but every game has been that way. The question is, will that continue tonight, or are we just in for a dogfight throughout this game? As Sadie South has it. South gives to Maggie Butler. Hit 3 threes in the first meeting. This time she drives. Finger roll, no. Rebounded by Gracie Clark, who's out and running again. Clark in transition. Back to Winningham. Deep tray. Nearly banked in. No, she banked in one that really jump-started the run in Sparta for the Warriorettes in their last meeting at the end of the third quarter. Taylor DeLente's been held in check in the first 2 meetings. Maggie Butler's 3 pops out, no good. Is this the night where the leading scorer for the Lady Bees gets rolling? That's DeLente. Speaking of leading scorers, there's Gracie Clark. Shot up, no, but a foul. And Taylor DeLente is going to pick up the first foul of the game. That's also been a gigantic factor in the regular season meetings. Gracie Butler fouled out of both games. Gracie Clark, despite her 18 points in the first meeting, maybe making them more impressive, was in foul trouble throughout. The whistle will matter in this game as the Wallace Insurance Agency free throw line free throw is good for Gracie Clark. And immediately, the atmosphere in here has taken a huge kick up. 2 for 2 for Clark. It's an early 2-0 Sparta lead. Despite the 2 losses to White County, Upperman feels like they're right there competitive with this team. Upperman thinks they can beat White County. Sparta knows they can beat Upperman. That is a factor tonight as DeLente picks up and finds Cora Bass, who drives inside. Bass behind the back, no. 3 misses early on as Bass then tips it from behind, but it goes right to Gracie Clark. She'll drive and kick. Grasty's 3, no, too strong. Winningham with the board. Now here's Ava Jones trying to back down Butler. That one swiped out of play, and it'll stay with White County.
Really, really good defense there by Butler.
Maggie Butler across. We mentioned the experience of these 2 teams they've gone through. This is the first playoff game for Maggie Butler in her career, as now a steal for Gracie, and she's out and running. Gracie, Euro step, shot up, no. May have gotten a piece of it from Fox, and then Butler tips it out. Upperman's girls have all gone with the buns, and typically I can tell Maggie and Gracie apart easily. They're not identical, as now we have a whistle and a stoppage, and we've got some blood on Maggie Butler. They don't look identical, but with the hair and the bun, I'm going to mess that up a bunch. As Ella Harrell checks into the game for the first time, she has kept Upperman in the 2 meetings with her play in the low block. As Lakeland Grasty will bring it up, we're 2.5 minutes in, it's 2-0. Buckle your seatbelts, a championship on the line. Ava Jones for 3, got it. A 3-pointer through for Ava Jones. That is the first of the game for Sparta. They lead 5-0. Now a tip for Grasty, stolen away. She sends it ahead. Grasty behind the back for Winningham, but it goes right to Sadie South. Here comes Upperman. It was a Gary Maxwell Insurance 3 for Ava Jones. Kick over for Sadie South. Now DeLente wants it, has it. Back to Bass, wide open. Skips it across. Butler lines up the triple. In and out, no. Rebound, fought for. Ella Harrell has it, and a foul. Ava Jones got her hand stuck in there. And really unfortunate for Jones, but it is a foul. Congratulations to her. Signs with Tribeca this morning. Going to play at the next level. 5-0 Sparta early on. Inbound flipped over for Gracie Butler. Into Harrell in the low block. Turnaround shot and a foul. 2 quick ones on Ava Jones. That's big. But the boos are about to turn into cheers for the White County faithful because they got a new 6-footer coming off the bench. Ella Harrell to the line, and then you're going to see a standing ovation. That's well-deserved. It's good to see Keely Mullins back on a basketball floor. It's been a tough year for that young lady. She's a really good player, as she's about to have her moment as Ella Harrell can't make the first free throw go. And there's Keely Mullins, and there's the ovation as she returns to varsity action off the bench for Ava Jones. Next one for Harrell is good. Upperman's on the board now at 5-1. And now, how does this impact Sparta? Big size element off the bench, and she can really shoot the three ball as Gracie Clark sends out for Lakeland Grasty. By the way, she tore up JV games all season long. Keely Mullins, that was not a fair fight.
Well, this crowd's going to go crazy when she puts a bucket in.
Winningham deep three, no rebound down. Harrell has it. She's quadruple teamed, able to wrestle out and sends it ahead to Allen. Upperman with numbers, sends over to South. Back to Delenti, wide open three, no. Rebound down, Butler has it. Gracie Butler's shot, no. Another miss. Fight for the rebound, it's loose. Clark has it. Dangerous pass. Grasty going to be able to run it down. She drives. Foul, and that's the second on Taylor Delenti. So now 2 starters with 2 fouls, and it sends Maggie Butler to the table and Lakeland Grasty to the Wallace Insurance free throw line to shoot 2.
30-second timeout for Coach McWilliams.
Dana McWilliams wants a timeout on the floor and will take it. 4:13 to go. Sparta's got to feel good at 5-1. Certainly feels like right now everybody's gripping the basketball a little bit tighter. Some uncharacteristic mistakes for both teams. It's a district championship game, so you can stabilize things for Sparta to keep trying to stretch this advantage.
Yeah, I agree, but I'll tell you, Upperman's got some shots off. They're just not dropping, and, you know, what we typically see from the Upperman team is just a little bit better shot percentage there, and they would be tied, possibly in the lead, but they just seems like there's just something on top of the bucket on their side.
Ava Jones hit a 3. She's out of the game with 2 fouls. 1 free throw for Ella Harrell, all the offense for the Lady Bees. Lakeland Grasty trying to get on the board. This is the second trip to the line for the Warriorettes here in the first quarter, and her first free throw is good. See if that timeout calmed everything down for both teams, really, as Grasty's free throw rims around and through. It's an early 6-point lead. Bronson Chaffin behind us. Yeah, he can ball. His Bees play tomorrow against Stone Memorial in the championship game on the boys' side, as Ava Mae Allen going to hand off for Gracie Butler. Gracie pulls up in the mid-range. Air ball. Missed everything, just like you're talking about there, Jeremy. Upperman out of sorts. Sparta looking to capitalize. They'll get the ball back.
Great look. Just the execution wasn't good.
Mullins over to Clark. Now Clark with a flip pass for Kyra Fox. How good was she on Saturday? The Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game, and that's a big collision and a foul as Ava Mae Allen got her money's worth on that one. It'll be the team's third, her first. 3:48 to go in the first. Sparta with a chance to really take an early stranglehold. Grasty inbounds it to Fox, left side Winningham. Stop me if you've heard this before. Somebody's out to a sizable early lead in this matchup. Fox going to drive and another foul. Quick whistle. 4 team fouls already on the Lady Bees. We mentioned it's going to be a big factor tonight. This time, Ava Mae Allen just picked up her second. So 2 Lady Bees with 2 apiece. And Cora Bass to the table. She's going to check in for Allen with those 2 fouls. So Jones with 2, Delenti with 2, and Allen with 2. Inbound goes to Fox, now back to Grasty. Skip pass across Bella Winningham, over to Gracie Clark. She'll drive into Bass. Kick out, deep 3 for Fox, no. Rebounded by Maggie Butler, and now Maggie gives off to Gracie. Upperman still looking for its first field goal of the game. Gracie Butler going to drive inside, little fadeaway, no, another miss. Rebound down, Kyra Fox looking to push it ahead. Upperman can't buy one. Pass across for Grasty into the corner, now back to her. Grasty with a drive, kicks back Winningham. Mid-range, turn around, back for Grasty. She'll slice through, throws up the runner. That one's no good. Both teams struggling. Now we've got a whistle and a hold, and Gracie Clark going to pick up her first. It'll be the team's third. Taylor Delenti with 2 fouls checking back in. They need a bucket, and they're 13.8 points per game score. Checks back in. 3 players within a point of each other for the Lady Bees. Delenti with 13 a game, Sadie South and Gracie Butler each with 12.5 a game. 7-1 to score. White County with the lead. 4 free throws for them and a 3 for Ava Jones. Cora Bass surveys, gives off to Maggie Butler. Now Ella Harrell. Mullen stretches to her, now South. Over to Delenti. Delenti surveys, flips to Harrell. Mullen's there to defend, miscommunication, but Maggie Butler has it. Delenti wants it and has it. Delenti going to flip over everybody's head. Another turnover back the other way. Trying to post up on Mullins. Her length forces the turnover. And we've got another timeout by Dana McWilliams. It's her second with 2:33 to go in the first quarter at 7-1.
Yeah, and you hit on this just a second ago, but we literally have one made field goal between both teams in 5.5 minutes. And the difference is White County's been able to draw some fouls and get to the line and hit some free throws. One made field goal in 5.5 minutes.
You know what's really interesting as you look at it for Upperman, Gracie Butler has driven in a couple of times and kind of faded away.
Correct.
Got called for 4 charges in the last meeting in
Really?
Sparta. Wonder if that looms large. Kyra Fox, the charge-taking artist, that could be playing an impact. Kyra Fox defense, even though it's not taking a charge, her doing it in the past could loom large.
I mean, you have to talk about that before the game if you're Coach McWilliams.
2.5 to play in the first quarter, because usually when they're struggling, it's Gracie Butler, put your head down, drive in, and try and get a lay-in. Upperman in the press. Kyra Fox breaks it, no problem. She sends left side for Lakeland Grasty. Grasty to the baseline, Winningham. Winningham steps through, shot up and a foul. Maggie Butler commits her first, and Bella Winningham to the line to shoot 2. This will be free throws 5 and 6 in the quarter for the White County Warriorettes. Winningham, the junior, there's a ton of juniors on this floor right now, makes the first, and that's the difference right now in the ball game, the free throw line. 7-point lead and 5 points at the line for White County. Next one, 2 for 2, no problem, and White County stretching an 8-point lead early on. Upperman still looking for its first field goal of the ball game. Bass surveys and goes to work. Now goes that left-hand dribble. Now starts to drive, flips for South. South back to Bass. Little give and go, instead back to Delenti. Grasty there defensively. Delenti going to put the dribble down. Now a screen set by Maggie Butler. Maggie Butler went ready for the pass. Goes back to grab it. Now spins it right side South. The man-to-man working for White County again. And with Keely Mullins out there, has not taken a step back. That was something to watch on the defensive side with how well they've been playing on that side of the ball. Delenti gives off to Maggie Butler. Mullins gives her everything she wants. Now inside Gracie Butler. Shot up. Good. And 1. Kyra Fox called for the personal. And the first field goal of the game goes through for Gracie Butler. And she'll go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Sonia Brown, our presenting sponsor, again. Cannot thank her enough, as I'm sure all of you do as well, for helping us be here tonight. 6-point game. Butler's free throw makes it a 5-point game, as Ella Harrell's at the table, and she's going to check in for Delenti, who is playing with those 2 fouls.
And that's the first possession we see Upperman be really aggressive to the rack, and all of a sudden we got a whistle and 1. Both sides getting that call.
And against Fox, she wasn't able to get to that spot to take the charge. As Fox has it here in the half court, sends over for Clark. Now left side for Winningham. But what a weapon Keely Mullins has been, as they haven't taken a step back size-wise without Ava Jones in the game. Winningham going to trigger the 3. No good. Rebound down. Harrell and Clark in a fight. And it'll be a jump. The arrow belongs to the Lady Bees.
Is it intense in this gym, Noah?
Slightly. Honestly, I think it's a little more intense in the crowd than it is on the floor right now, just from the feeling in the gym.
That makes sense. I agree with you.
And that energy is kind of projecting down to the floor. Sometimes that projects the other way, and right now it's projecting downwards. 9-4 the score. Make what you want. I don't even know what that – it doesn't matter. It's intense no matter what. As Gracie Butler into Harrell. The double arrives. Harrell back out to South. Now over to Maggie Butler. 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. Cora Bass drives and kicks to Gracie. Gracie Butler now back to Cora Bass. Gracie Butler, 37 seconds. Harrell and Mullins going at it in the low block. Let's play. It's a district championship game. Upperman wants 1 shot. Dana McWilliams puts 1 finger in the air, and we will wait. The 25 seconds to play in the first quarter.
That's all I'm doing is watching that matchup. So if anything happens up top, let me know.
Yeah, well, I'm watching it too, so I don't know if I can. Here comes the trap. Gracie Butler running out of time, able to flip it over for Bass. Bass in some trouble, wrestles through. Gets Maggie Butler. Now 10 seconds for Maggie. Over to Gracie with 8. Checks the clock and will go. Into Harrell in the low block. Turnaround shot. Good. And 1. Ella Harrell with the finish. Keely Mullins picks up her first personal, and Harrell goes back to the line to try to complete a 3-point play. Sparta with 3.9 seconds on the clock. It was 9-1, and now 5 straight for the Lady Bees has tightened it. Ava May Allen going to check in for Maggie Butler.
Yeah, Coach Dodgen doesn't look like he was very happy with that call. He felt like Mullins was straight up there.
We've seen this in this entire tournament. In the low block, it's been very much any contact. There's been a whistle really the entire time, no matter who the crew has been. Sure. As Harrell's free throw's no good. Mullins with the rebound. If she makes this shot, the place will go out at their minds. It's no good. If you didn't expect a dogfight, you came to the wrong place. After 1, it's White County 9, Upperman 6. This is coverage of the District 7 AAA Tournament Championship game presented by Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Basketball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present this 3-bedroom, 1.5-bathroom home in Livingston. In addition to the home, this auction also features a Mazda 2, Ford Taurus, furniture, and much more. Don't miss your opportunity to bid. You can bid on this property at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on this online-only auction ends on Thursday, February 27th at 10 a.m. Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. If you're watching on NFHS Network, we welcome you in. I'm Noah McKay. That's Jeremy Tollison. Madison McKay producing things. 9-6 is our score. Sparta with the lead. They led 9-1. A lot of free throws. A lot of kind of uncharacteristic plays for both teams. And these two behemoths going at it again in another close one so far. Kyra Fox with it here. Ava Jones still out of the game. Keely Mullins playing a lot, maybe more than they anticipated her playing, as she puts it on the deck. Ava Jones picked up 2 early fouls, but that's the luxury you have with her in the lineup if you're Michael Dodgen, as Fox bobbled it, able to get it to Mullins. Upperman is into their 2-3 zone. Into the low block goes Clark. Little turnaround, no. Rebounded by Maggie Butler. And now Gracie pushes it ahead to Cora Bass. Over to Taylor Delenti. Extra feed, Sadie South. Passes up the tray. Usually that's a quick trigger for her. Instead, back to the top of the key for Maggie Butler. Cora Bass has it. Now South, open 3. On the way, that's off, no. Rebound down. Fought for. Delenti on the floor has it. There'll be a hold called. And it's going to go on Sparta. Going for the loose ball. They get Bella Winningham. We talk about it in football all the time. At the bottom of a pile, bad things happen. In a pile, bad things happen on the basketball floor, too. Usually it's a jump. That time it's a foul as Kennedy Billings-Sullivan checks in for Kyra Fox. Inbound for Delenti. Flips it up for Maggie Butler. Back to Delenti in the corner, and she traveled. Bounce back with Grasty right there in her grill. And they'll get the basketball back, and you'll get your favorite chant, I'm assuming, from some of the Sparta faithful over there, Jeremy.
Ball don't lie. Which
exactly one? Right. Grasty going to bring it up here.
I've never heard that one from a crowd.
No?
No.
You heard it from me on a headset. As Clark pulls the trigger for 3. Looks good, but it's no good. Rebound down. Mullins has it. And we'll have a foul for a push in the back. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be on Maggie Butler. It's her second. 3 Lady Bees have 2. And Ella Harrell will check in for Maggie Butler with 6:42 to go in the second quarter. Foul trouble, once again, percolating in this matchup. Inbound goes to Mullins. Now flip pass over to Winningham. Back to Mullins. Mullins drives, now throws up the runner. Too strong, no. Rebound down. Cora Bass has it. Both teams really struggling offensively. It's been all at the free throw line for the most part, and 1-3 for Ava Jones. As Delenti has it. 6:20 to play in the first half. This is awesome.
I agree.
Bass finds Butler. Now left side, Sadie South. Into the low block, Harrell. Harrell against Sullivan. Too strong. Rebounded by Gracie Clark. And here comes Sparta the other way. Gracie Clark out and running. Ahead to Mullins. Mullins back to Clark. Triggers the 3. No. Rebound down and a foul. No, they say it hit the stanchion. Okay. Not a foul. Up off the stanchion, so possession goes to the Lady Bees. Gracie Butler has it. Gives off to Sadie South. Now Delenti. Taylor Delenti. Open tray. Got it. We're tied. Asanya Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Taylor Delenti. And it's 9-9 Upperman on an 8-0 run. Here comes Lakeland Grasty ahead. Goes left side. Wonder how long they'll go without Ava Jones returning to that scorer's table. Her presence changes everything for White County. Grasty into the mid-range. That's her spot. No good. Rebound tipped by Mullins. Foot race for it. Knocked out. And they'll say South last touched it, so it'll stay with White County. Kyra Fox in for Bella Winningham. And this is something Coach Dodgen and I talked about. His ability now with 7 to rotate through all his players and keep them fresher. They've played a ton of minutes this year, more than really any of his rotations ever have before, and you're already seeing that some tonight. Bella Winningham doesn't usually get a long break. She may get a little bit longer here tonight. It's huge in a postseason tournament. In the mid-range, Gracie Clark, no good. Sparta struggling from the field and a push, and this is going to go on Gracie Clark. So now 2 Warriorettes with 2 fouls. And never mind, they get Kennedy Billings Sullivan.
No, I just got a text with a compliment of your vocabulary.
You know, like you said earlier, I read the dictionary and the thesaurus. I just go to different places and highlight a word I want to use. They called it on Kennedy Billings Sullivan. It's her first. Now inside for Ella Harrell. Turnaround shot, good. Upperman with its first lead of the game. Ella Harrell inside, starting to get to her spot. She had her best game of the season, the first matchup in Baxter. Here comes Grasty. She kicks out to Clark. The Upperman fans want to travel. They don't get it. Fox, skip pass back to Clark. Now Grasty. Fox. Mullins again. No shots to fall yet for Keely Mullins. Now she almost traveled with it, says the Upperman faithful. Back out to Grasty. It's that sort of a night. Everybody's engaged. Mullins with a nice feed in for Clark. Clark with a skip pass. Extra feed for Grasty. She'll drive the lane. Throws up the runner. Tough shot. No good. Rebound tipped out, and Gracie Butler has it.
That shot has fell for her all year, and she just can't buy a bucket right now.
It's that she gets her 2 feet set. Forget about it. Sometimes when it's a runner, it can get a little off. And there goes Bella Winningham back to the table. Ava Jones still not checking back in. You wonder if Coach Dodgen at this point in a close game thinks give her an extra foul in the third quarter if he can hold her out and keep it tight. Now another flip in for Harrell, that time too far underneath the basket. It's a loose ball though, and Harrell out fighting for it. It's still loose. Bodies everywhere. Delenti finds Harrell. Hustle play. Championship on the line. Upperman regains possession. Bass again, and Mullins battling with Harrell in that low block. Official looking right at it. Cora Bass just lines up the 3 instead, no good. Rebound down, Kyra Fox has it. A chance for Sparta, down 2. Fox wasting no time getting down the floor. That's a foul. Cora Bass got in the way. Ava May Allen at the table, probably about to check in for her. Bella Winningham also in for their respective teams.
I don't think that White County has lost a step defensively with Mullins in there over Jones, but offensively it seems to be off just a little bit.
That rhythm that you have.
Correct.
At that game speed.
But you play 5, these starting 5 together for 25 games.
And they've been practicing,
exactly.
But when you get in the game, it changes a little bit.
Exactly.
Winningham sends over left side, now back out. Extra feed Mullins, she thought about it. She has the range. She'll drive instead, kicks to Grasty. Bodies on the floor, and that's a travel. Possession back the other way, and Michael Dodgen wants a timeout to talk about things here. With 2:46 to go in the second quarter, a 30-second timeout on the floor. We had that early run for White County, but it didn't feel quite like a run, and I'll say this doesn't really feel like an Upperman run. Just feels like these are 2 evenly matched teams again going at it.
Absolutely. I do feel as though that White County is just off offensively. Again, they've gotten 6 or 8 shots in the paint that have just rimmed out and just having a hard time getting the ball to fall in the basket.
11-9 to score. Upperman with the lead. It's 2:46 to go in the second quarter. Upperman has scored 10 straight points. And it will be Lady Bees basketball as we get back to action.
How long has it been since White County scored?
A while.
Have they scored in the second quarter?
They have not scored in the second quarter.
Yeah.
It was 9-6 at the end of the quarter. Now, that holds a little bit less weight when it's 11-9.
Yeah,
exactly. When it's 11-9. Upperman's quote-unquote winning the second quarter 5-0. That could change in 10 seconds. Cora Bass killing time. Taylor Delenti, the junior, on her feet, leader of this basketball team. How much does her coach trust her? She's standing right next to her, and that's a moving screen on Ella Harrell. First personal on her. Third team foul against the Lady Bees, and White County gets the basketball back. And Ella Harrell says, my bad, to her coach. And they'll go back up the floor. That one, didn't get there in time. Possession back to Kyra Fox. Fox over to Bella Winningham. Sparta needs a bucket here. Drive and kick for Grasty. Now across for Fox. Lines up the three. Good. Needed a bucket. Got a bucket. A Gary Maxwell Insurance 3 for Kyra Fox. And Sparta's back out in front by a point.
Yeah, break the ice there and let's see what happens.
Now Cora Bass with it. Thinking a backdoor cut for South. Instead finds Ella Harrell. Harrell spins it back to Sadie South. The sophomore South finds Gracie Butler. Butler off the dribble to Cora Bass. Passes up the three, gives back to the top of the key. Now the senior guard surveys. Back to Gracie Butler. 94 seconds to play in the first half. Allen. Now with Bass. Stick around during the Happy Hiller halftime show. We'll be joined by Bobby McWilliams. The Bees in a championship game tomorrow. Sadie South back to Gracie Butler. And again, Mullins and Harrell. Harrell has it. Turnaround shot. Got it. Ella Harrell, 7 in the first half. Upperman back out in front by a point. And with Ava Jones out, they're feasting in that low block. Now right side, Kyra Fox. Back to Winningham. That would be a big one. No good. Rebound down. Grasty has it. Second chance for Sparta. Grasty shot. No good. Missed wide left. Harrell there defensively. Gracie Butler's out and running. And Danny McWilliams says, nah, one shot. Holds one finger in the air with 45 seconds. And we will wait. Sparta in the first two meetings has pressed at a random time. And they've gotten turnovers in this situation. There goes Gracie Clark to do it. The point guard, Cora Bass, comes out to grab as Billings Sullivan returns to the table, not going to check in this half. And Ava Jones has been out the entire quarter, and Sparta's only down a point. Cora Bass with it. 5-second clock's ticking. She picks up her dribble and finds South. Now Butler, 12 seconds. 10 seconds. Cora Bass, got to check the time. She'll go. Gets a back screen. Bass has it swiped away on the floor, and that's a travel. Doesn't matter, and that brings us to the end of an absolute defensive war. After two quarters, it's Upperman 13, White County 12, with a district championship on the line. We'll be joined by Bobby McWilliams when we come back in the Happy Hiller halftime show. Coverage presented by Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate. And you're watching it all on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is your one-stop shop for sports cards, Pokemon cards, sealed product hobby boxes, and more. Whether you're just wanting some more memorabilia or you're a seasoned collector, the experts at 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles have what you need. Stop by 620 South Jefferson Avenue, Suite 208B in Cookeville from 12 to 6 Wednesday through Sunday, or 10 to 6 on Saturday to see their incredible selection. 931 Sports Cards and Collectibles is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares? What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day. What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Welcome back. It's time for the Happy Hiller halftime show. At the break, we got a war. Upperman with a 13-12 lead over White County in the girls' district championship game. The boys' district championship game tomorrow between the Upperman Bees and the Stone Memorial Panthers. We're joined by Upperman head coach Bobby McWilliams. Coach, thanks for taking some time, as always, during halftime to come up and chat. Your team gets 8 days away, 1 day longer of a bye. Didn't show really any signs of rust yesterday. How did you assess how the game went in that win against Livingston, and how good was it to see you pick up where you left off?
Yeah, and I give the credit to our kids on that. Our practices, when we're doing 5-on-5, are pretty competitive, and so I think that's probably what enabled us to stay, I think a little more sharp. That's a big advantage that we have, unlike some other times, we've not had as deep a team, or our bench has not been as deep or as experienced. So, but just checking with the guys, I thought we came out and ready to play, and then especially our defensive intensity was really good last night. We rebounded the ball, and once they finally missed a shot or two, we were able to board it and be able to get out a little bit and run. So that was good. Just happy with our guys, and thankful we're in the situation where we're in the finals.
You are not the oldest basketball team in the world, but you do have a lot of postseason experience based on what you've done certainly last year. Do you sense that this is a group that understands what it takes this time of year? I mean, we've seen it in this own tournament. Games are tight. Teams win that you don't always expect to win. Is this a group that you feel like has that right mindset this time of year?
I think so. I think so. All these guys we're playing right now, we're all in similar situations where they were in competitive games, tight games, and it was down the stretch last year, and so I think that's helped us for sure. And there's no replacing experience, and we're just we're like I said, we're excited about where we're at and what we're doing.
It's tough to beat a good team 3 times. You got the season sweep in the regular season against Stone, but you have a well-deserving Mr. Basketball finalist on the other side. What are some of the challenges presented in a third matchup and with this Stone team in particular?
Excuse me.
No, you're good.
100%. He's as tough to cover as anybody in the state. And I've said that over and over.
You said that since he was a freshman, by the way. I can confirm that he has said that. Of course, keep going. I'll ramble for you. Talking, of course, about Cade Capps, the Mr. Basketball finalist, and a 3,000-point score for the Stone Memorial Panthers, who led his Panthers back to this championship game. But they played for 4 years in some absolute wars, and you've talked about him consistently being so tough to guard.
Absolutely. Thank you. We I think our kids do as good as you can do on him, and just hopefully you don't let him get going too early too often, and being able to control the rest of those kids is important too.
This is a very interesting matchup because when we talk about district tournaments and district championship games and third place games, we both understand not all of those have equal importance when you look ahead. This one certainly, as you look into the region tournament, feels like it has some importance. There are some really good teams on the other side. Does that change the emphasis level entering this game? And if it doesn't change it, does that go to kind of the forefront of your mind that this one's a pretty important game when it gets to the next round?
Yeah, I think for us, the first important thing we wanted was to be able to host a game. Definitely looking at those teams over there, they're all capable, as I'm sure they look at ours and feel the same way. So some years you don't have that. You may have that 3-4 or one or the other. That may not be as strong, but I think all their teams over there are capable of playing good basketball, and looking at their scores and the way their district finished out, you look at the 2 teams in the finals, I think they're definitely 2 of the better teams. So you want to stay opposite of them, obviously, that first round game, and just hopefully you can win a district championship, and get who you feel like would be a better matchup for you, whoever that is, and we don't know who that is yet, but I think playing at home that first round is the most important, and I don't care who you're playing and what team you have. that region semifinal game is a difficult game.
It is.
We've been in it numerous times, and it's just hard. It's just a hard game. It's a hard game to settle in. It's a hard game for your kids. They know what's at stake. But we were in that last year, and somehow or another, I don't know, we skated by somehow. But being in that game is important for our kids as far as having the experience that we were able to get last year.
Absolutely. Well, he's Bobby McWilliams. He needs a lozenge, and his Bees take on Stowe Memorial tomorrow night at 7:30. The district championship game. Coach, we appreciate it. Thanks,
Thank
sir.
you.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators, call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Discover the stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Sparta team consists of dedicated real estate professionals passionate about helping individuals and families achieve their real estate goals in their home of Sparta. Rico Sparta are your trusted hometown realtors. Focused on people over profits, Rico Sparta can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-837-8371 or visit them online at letsgorico.com. Rico Sparta is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Again, our thanks to Bobby McWilliams for joining us during the Happy Hiller halftime show. If you haven't already and you're watching on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up button. What a game we've had so far. 13-12 the score. Upperman with the narrow lead. It's anybody's ball game. I'm Noah McKay. That's Jeremy Tollison. The lovely Madison McKay producing things for us. You know, every time I say Noah McKay and Jeremy Tollison, I start to say Hallie Ledbetter on the sideline. That's the football.
I miss her.
Was it tipped? The question is, was it tipped?
She's going to turn it over.
I don't think it was tipped. Yeah, it wasn't. Sparta basketball. I didn't see a tip, and it goes the other way to White County. They get together, and they get the right call. 14 seconds in, turnover. Ava Jones back in. Did not play at all in the second quarter or most of the first after picking up 2 fouls in about 10 seconds of each other. Keely Mullins played that entire second quarter for White County.
And played well defensively.
She did. Sparta offensively, though, looking to get back in rhythm a little bit. They can do that quickly. Flip pass in for Jones. She gets to her spot, goes up and under. A foul will be called. No, a travel. Hit that hop step underneath, and possession back as the teams trade turnovers. This game has been awesome. Sometimes 13-12 games are really ugly. This has been a lot of fun so far as Cora Bass sends over for Maggie Butler. Maggie picks up, sends to Gracie. Fox there defensively, now left side, Bass. Cora Bass thought about the backdoor cut, instead gives off to Gracie Butler. Butler, now to Maggie. First name basis with the Butler twins. Gracie has it now. Score up in the EJ's Barnes scoreboard. 22-21. Lebanon with a narrow lead over Cookeville on UCR2 and the NFHS network tonight as Delente gives to Gracie Butler. Gracie looking back door, and South slipped. Another turnover. Each team has one, and now Upperman has two here in this third quarter. Also on the EJ's Barnes scoreboard, York up 27-8 on Smith County late in the second.
Dang, York's
the
good.
Dragonettes are a juggernaut.
They're good.
Right side, Bella Winningham, a 1-point game still. Lakeland Grasty looking at the 2-3 of the Lady Bees. Now Winningham gives off for Clark. Clark. Hezzy's now back for Bella Winningham. Over to Grasty. Grasty into the mid-range. That time, kicks out to a wide-open Kyra Fox. Her three won't go. Gracie Clark with a big board. Ava Jones mid-range pull-up. No. Rebound tipped out of play. It should stay on this end, and it does. With 6:11 to go, another long stretch of scoreless basketball. Inbound to Jones. It's tipped around, and a foul will be called on Maggie Butler. That is her third. First player in the game with 3 is Maggie Butler, and a trip to the line for Ava Jones. At the Wallace Insurance free throw line, Ella Harrell has 7 points. That leads the game, and she's at the table about to check in for Maggie Butler. First free throw for Jones rattles through, and this has been an area where nearly all the offenses come for White County. They are perfect at the line, now 7 for 7 tonight. Next one for Jones to take the lead. She got it. 8 for 8. They have 14 points as a team, 8 at the charity stripe. 6 of those came back in the first quarter. Cora Bass has it. She gives back to Sadie South. South picks up her dribble, now back for Bass. Bass going to drive the lane. That man-to-man defense of White County back in full effect. Back out for Taylor Delente. Delente going to drive, has a step, kicks to South. Open tray, no, rebound down. Fought for, tipped out, and it stays with the Lady Bees. They'll say Jones last touched it. 5:44 to go in the third.
Again, that battle with Jones and Harrell, or Harrell
and Mullins.
And Mullins, I mean, my goodness.
Inbounds goes to Gracie Butler. The set play leads to the jumper, no good. Kyra Fox slow to get up, but she's okay. Now Grasty weaving through traffic, spins it back around. Back to Fox. Fox to Winningham. A 1-point White County lead. Winningham over to Jones, looking for her second 3, and she got it. Ava Jones with her second Gary Maxwell Insurance 3, a 4-point White County lead. They've been a second-half team all season long. They're looking for one of their patented runs here.
And there's Jones with 5 points already in the third quarter, and the spark they needed.
And you see why as Taylor Delente triggers the 3. No, Upperman can't buy a bucket from long range. Why maybe Coach Dodgen left her out for so long, giving her more room to work as Winningham sends it back door for Clark. She pivots, throws up the shot. No, rebound tipped out. Stays with White County with 4:56 to go in the third.
Really good vertical defense there, altering the shot by Harrell.
Allen to the table late. Winningham open 3. No, that would have sent that Sparta side into a frenzy. Instead, Upperman basketball down 4, 17-13. White County with 5 points from Ava Jones in the quarter. That's all of our scoring. Again, Harrell and Jones battling down low. Bass off to Delente. Delente on the dribble, inside. Spins it over to Gracie Butler, tips it to herself, then tried to dribble, and a charge is called. Gracie Butler going to pick up the personal. Offensive foul, number 1. And now we have a whistle for a sub. Ava May Allen going to check in for Butler. That was a weird play as it kind of tipped around, and Dana McWilliams wants timeout to talk about things down 4. That's her third timeout of the game. Full timeout, so we'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home located just south of Cookeville. Boasting 2,700 square feet and a 2-car garage, this home features a very open floor plan with hardwood floors. You'll find great custom touches throughout, including a welcoming covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191 for more information.
Tonight's broadcast presented by Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate. 4:31 to go into third. Ava Jones with 5 points in the quarter. That's all the scoring we've got. It's been this way throughout. Sparta led by 9. Upperman led by a couple. Sparta now leads by 4. Sparta led by 8 earlier. It was 9-1. Buckle your chin straps tonight. This is that kind of game.
Defense putting on a clinic.
Into the mid-range, Gracie Clark. She kicks to Winningham. Her three. Is this the one? No. Rebound down. Another offensive board for Ava Jones. Her put back out of play. And they'll say last touch by Harrell. It stays with White County. I don't think Ava Mae Allen against Ava Jones is the matchup they want down low. But it's the matchup Sparta wants as the inbound goes to Fox. That's a little bit of a height advantage for White County. Jones has it. Turnaround jumper in the mid-range. Ava Jones, no. Delenti has the rebound. Now she's out and running. Taylor Delenti with Grasty chasing. Delenti drives in and a foul. Grasty going to be called for a hold. That'll be the first on Lakeland Grasty. First team foul against the Warriorettes. The Upperman students are here now and they're making noise.
Apparently they say you can't do that.
That is what they say as Maggie Butler checks in for Cora Bass. Delenti going to inbound. Upperman now scoreless. We saw Sparta go about 5 minutes scoreless in the first quarter, or in the third quarter rather. Second quarter, I'll get there. Now Upperman scoreless in the third so far. Allen. Harrell and Jones again going at it. Butler. Maggie working on Grasty. Fires in for Harrell. Harrell has position, blocked from behind by Ava Jones. Harrell got it back, now back to Sadie South. Out to Ava Mae Allen. Allen looking back door, tipped around. Maggie Butler able to win it. Now out to Ava Mae Allen. Allen back to Maggie Butler. Upperman out of sorts again at that man-to-man defense. Into Harrell, tipped around and stolen away. Gracie Clark with the steal. She's out and running in transition. Clark, drive, blocked. It'll stay on this end with White County with 3:18 to go in the third. Keely Mullins at the table. She's in for Kyra Fox. Here's Mullins off the bench, back in. She'll drive. Nearly a travel we play on. Now Grasty in the mid-range jumper. Good. Lakeland Grasty. First field goal of the game. And all of a sudden Sparta's lead is back up to 6. Upperman needs a bucket. That sends Gracie Butler to the table as South has it. Now Delenti off a stiff screen. They can't get it to her. Allen. Under 3 to play. Upperman scoreless in the frame. White County's defense flexing its muscles. They're trying to capture a district title tonight. Delenti. Flip pass. Jones has position. Harrell got it. Puts it up. Good and one again. Ella Harrell somehow got that pass and finished as Keely Mullins is called for her second. And Harrell back to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
Now listen, you know you are strong going to the rim whenever you can get through Jones and Mullins for an and one.
Gracie Butler checking in. Ella Harrell 1 for 3 at the line. She's back there trying to give herself 10 points tonight. Cora Bass at the table as well. Harrell taking her time, trying to clear her thoughts. She's got 10 seconds. It's getting kind of close. Free throw, though, no good. And it's a 4-point White County lead. They're out and running again. Here's Gracie Clark, wasting no time. The urgency with which Sparta plays with makes them different. Keely Mullins for 3. No, nearly banked it in. Rebound tipped. Gracie Clark got it. Now back to Grasty. Another mid-range pull up. No. Rebound this time. Wrestled for. Maggie Butler wins it. She sends ahead to Gracie Butler. Now across to Taylor Delenti. No true point guard on the floor right now for Upperman. Sadie South 4-3. No. Rebounded by Harrell. Put back foul and one again. Ella Harrell inside with the second chance point. Ava Jones called for her third. And Harrell back at the line to shoot one. No question about that one, Jeremy.
100% a foul. You know, obviously, White County fans, bench, don't like it, but 100% a foul. It's just not vertical. You know, her hands are about a 45-degree angle out, and she goes up. It's the contact, she muscles it in.
The and ones have not been a problem, though, because the free throws haven't gone. Ella Harrell, though, cuts it down to a 2-point game. She has 4 straight. Now Mullins barrels into Harrell and got away with a travel. Ricochets out of play. The Upperman fans not happy, and they had reason on that one as Cora Bass checks in, and Ella Harrell's going to get a breather.
Harrell wasn't going anywhere, was she?
And she gets a standing ovation. She has kept her team in it now. White County still with a 2-point lead. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. This one is as close of a dogfight, war, whatever you want to call it, as you can find. I mean,
I'm not going to bark again.
It was funny. Everything is tough to come by right now in this basketball game. They know each other so well. They're so good. Mullins with it now. A big 3 for either team could flip the tide and send them on a run. Bella Winningham could certainly provide that as she has it on the left wing. Gives back to Gracie Clark. Clark flips it out to Winningham. Little shot fake. Now a 2-pointer is on the way. That one's no good. And Maggie Butler with a rebound. Upperman down 2 with the basketball. Cora Bass walks up towards Winningham and now floats back. 1:19 to play. Winningham, little bump. We play on. It's a district championship game. Now a foul. Can't come back. That's going to be the second on Winningham. The 4th team foul against the Warriorettes.
Good foul call.
Kyra Fox going to check in.
Really good job there. I thought the first bit of contact was great defense. Second contact's foul. Good call.
Cora Bass going to bring it up here. 1:12 to go. What a game. This is set 19-17, and everybody's holding their breath. Sadie South with it left wing. Puts it on the deck. Delenti off a screen. She drives inside. Kicks. Maggie Butler passes up the 3. Now back to her from South. Butler over to Gracie. She checks back. What will Upperman do? They're going to try to hold here. 50 seconds to go. Sure looks like it. The Butler twins out. 45 seconds to go to get a groan from the Sparta fans, but they're not putting the shot clock in tonight, are they, Jeremy?
Not tonight. I wonder if ever.
19-17. Sparta's led by 8 and 6. Upperman's never led by more than 5. And for the third time, we'll go into the fourth quarter very close, no matter what happens here with 20 seconds to play. Ava Jones is fronting Gracie Butler. 15 seconds. Upperman goes to work. Cora Bass. Clark steps up. The defensive player of the year in the Upper Cumberland. Maggie Butler over to Delenti. Delenti puts the dribble down. Tied up with Fox. Now it's trap and a foul. And this is going to be 2 free throws for a 75% free throw shooter, Taylor Delenti. Big call here. Let's see who it's on. They get Kyra Fox. It's her second. Team's 5th. And 2 for Delenti at the line.
I think White County fans liked that one.
I think we're to the part of a district championship game where no whistle will go unbooed.
Equal booing opportunity.
Absolutely. And that was way too far away and a trap for me to know if they have the right to boo or not. I got no clue.
It was close to them.
It is.
They think they've got the right.
As Delenti makes the first. 3 seconds left for Sparta. It's enough time for a couple of dribbles and a look. Or a foul. They would love it, and one from half court. We saw that nearly in one of the earlier games. Delenti's next one, nothing but net. 2 for 2 for the junior leader. And we're tied up at 19. 3 seconds left for Ava Jones. She'll dribble up, pulls up. Sweet count. It's no good. Ladies and gentlemen, for a district championship,
give it to us.
Get your popcorn ready. All tied up at 19. Coverage presented by Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Popcorn is popping. It better be done. 19-19, all tied up entering the fourth quarter. Winner gets Lawrence County at home on Friday. Loser gets Central Magnet, who's 10-21 now after a win over Lawrence County. Both these teams are going to win on Friday by a whole bunch of points, but that doesn't matter right now as we're in a war. Gracie Clark with a skip pass over to Kyra Fox. Back to Bella Winningham. Who's going to hit the first big shot of the quarter? Winningham fires a pass tipped by Cora Bass. Grasty right there and a foul. Cora Bass with the hold. It'll be her second, team's first, 29 seconds into the quarter. Hustle plays all over the place. Grasty bringing it up here. Upperman in there, 2-3. Now to Fox. She drives inside, swiped away by Taylor Delente. It's a jump, and the arrow belongs to the Lady Bees. Usually a 19-19 game is not very well played. I can't say that tonight. The defense has been so good.
It's been so good on both sides.
On both ends. And they may play each other in a week and a half. They're favored to play each other again in a week and a half.
And again in a month.
That could have definitely happened as well. Cora Bass gives to Delente. Little shot fake for Taylor Delente. 11 points for Ella Harrell. Leads all scores tonight. She's on the bench right now. That probably won't last too long. Maggie Butler wasn't ready. Now she has it. Hands off to Sadie South. South now to Gracie Butler. Long possession. As per usual, Maggie picks up her dribble, flips back to her twin Gracie, and Grasty commits a foul. Second on Lakeland Grasty. It'll be the first team foul against the Warriorettes. And again, the players, they're kind of smiling when stuff happens. The fan bases are more, it's a very interesting dynamic in this gym right now as Cora Bass has it. The fan bases don't like each other. You can read our comment section every Wednesday on the Coaches Show. As that one's tipped out by Ava Jones, it'll stay with the Lady Bees.
These players and these coaches respect each other.
Yep.
They know how good the other team is, and there is mutual respect on this court.
Inbound coming here for Gracie Butler. Sends back for Cora Bass. This possession's lasted over a minute for the Upperman Lady Bees. Handoff for Taylor Delente. She'll find Maggie Butler. Jones there defensively. Now inside for Gracie. She puts up the shot. Wild, no. Rebounded by Grasty. A chance for Sparta with numbers if they hurry. Grasty in transition. Coast to coast. Barrels and a foul. Maggie Butler going to pick up her fourth. The only player now with 4 fouls is Maggie Butler. That'll probably send Ella Harrell to the table. It will. And Lakeland Grasty can regain a lead at the Wallace Insurance free throw line for White County. This is where 75% of their offense has come tonight. They have not missed. York routing Smith County again on the EJ's Barnes scoreboard. 45-16. Smith County was the last team to beat White County as Grasty makes the second. 2 for 2. Back to a 2-point Sparta lead. The Dragonettes dominating District 5 AA. Cora Bass with it. Fox hits the floor. We play on. Delente has it. They're trying to get it to Harrell inside. Jones barrels through a screen. Delente's running out of time on a 5-second clock. Puts it down. Now fires in and a hold. Away from the ball as Gracie Butler went to cut inside. Foul goes on Kyra Fox. It's her third. 5:53 to play in the ball game. Bass to inbound here. Got to go somewhere. She'll flip it over for Taylor Delente. Back to Gracie Butler. Fox there defensively. Quiet night for Gracie Butler. Just 3 points. Came back on an and one in the first quarter. She's looking for another one here. She drives inside. Fade away, no. Rebound, Harrell has it. The putback, no. Rebound to Sparta. And now Kyra Fox pushing it with pace. Fox, coast to coast. Shot rejected with authority. But a foul is called behind the play. And that will send the Upperman fans into an angry fury. Gracie Butler called for her second personal. And Kyra Fox to the line to shoot 2 at the Wallace Insurance free throw line. Jeremy, I don't like that one at all. And the official had a really good view on it. Didn't say it, he didn't call anything, called it clean.
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, you do want to, if you've got an official right there on it, you want to try to let them have that first opportunity to call it. And again, she may see something, an angle that we didn't see, but here I thought that the lead official had a really good look at it.
4 for 4 at the line in the quarter for White County. They're back up by 4 points, led by as many as 8 tonight. Cora Bass with it. Upperman's offense stagnant. See if they go back to Harrell. They typically rein in the threes. Not tonight. Not against this defense. Delenti right side for Bass. Now Harrell outside the arc. Now she kicks out for Delenti. Oh, the crowd's in it now. They're stomping their feet. Delenti with a drive and the finish. Taylor Delenti with 7 points tonight off the glass. Back within a point. Fox sends over to Gracie Clark. Clark going to drive the lane. She'll kick to Jones. Jones puts it on the deck. Now back for Fox. Skip pass to Winningham. She'll fire in for Clark. Clark runs into a brick wall known as Errol Harrell, who then blocks it from behind. Delenti with the board. Now a big collision. We keep playing. Gracie Butler going to drive inside. Bobbles it and finishes. That is ridiculous by Gracie Butler, and we're tied again at 23. It got tipped up. She kind of volleyball punched it up, and it went in the hoop. Everybody wants a foul everywhere. Right side for Jones. Now Clark, mid-range pull-up. Got it. Gracie Clark with a big-time shot in the mid-range. 25-23 is our score. Coach Dodgen trying to hype up his crowd. They oblige. 4:08 to go. It's the first time we've had ever where it's just been a fight throughout. Nobody's led by double digits. Bass picked up by Clark.
Okay, let's count.
We've got a hand check. That count reset, and Coach Dodgen didn't realize it. When he started asking for it, it was only at 2 because I picked up on it as Clark picks up her second. But they said she separated, then got back. That's why it was for a while, but they reset that clock.
And usually an official will switch hands when they change the count.
That was missed. They put the ball down. It's counting. Cora Bass got an inbound. She gets it to Gracie Butler. 3:51 to play. Sparta's lead is 2 on the basket by Gracie Clark. Ella Harrell waits for help. Kicks out to Gracie Butler. My goodness. What an environment. What a game. What great teams. Butler. Back to Bass. Nobody does it like the Upper Cumberland on the hardwood. South with it. Bass on the deck. Hands off Delenti. Tipped by Grasty. Delenti turns inside. Shot up. No good, but the foul. And Taylor Delenti back to the line to shoot 2 at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. Lakeland Grasty picks up her third. It's the team's 4th. Taylor Delenti, these are important. She just made 2. She makes the first. And these are not easy free throws, Jeremy. The crowd is in it.
Oh, no.
It's just a high-pressure situation for all these players right now. Next one for Delenti. 2 for 2. We're tied again.
Reset them.
25,
wow.
25. 3:16 to go. Now Kyra Fox has it. Back to Bella Winningham. Is it Sparta's turn for a big make? They've had them all season long. Have only played 2 single-digit games in district play. Cruised to 11 victories and 0 losses against 7 AAA opponents. They beat Upperman by 12 twice. Under 3 to play. Left side, Kyra Fox. And everybody takes a breath for a moment. Sparta can strike in a hurry. Grasty has it. Left side, Gracie Clark. Inside for Jones and a foul for a push on Ella Harrell. It'll be her second, team's 4th. Next one sends them to the line. Both teams into the bonus on the next defensive foul.
I like the signal there by the official letting you know that it was the knee that was in the back, not just a cheap little hand foul.
Clark in again for Jones. Turnaround shot for Ava Jones. No. Rebounded by Gracie Butler. Now Upperman with an opportunity to take a lead with 2:18 to go. The 3-time state champion, 3-time state runner-ups, defending runner-ups in this state, They've been in high-pressure games, but not this one. As Gracie Butler gets inside off the glass, no. Rebound tip, here comes Sparta the other way. They're looking to get over the hump and get to the glass house. Winningham, inside-out pass. Jones goes back to grab. Thought about it. Instead gives back to Fox. We're under 2 minutes to play in regulation. Ava Jones, 4-3, good!
Wow.
Gary Maxwell Insurance 3 for Ava Jones.
She has been a stone-cold killer tonight.
11 for Ava Jones. Now 95 seconds to go in the ball game. What a 3. Signed with Trevecca this morning. Hits another tray. Collisions inside. Delenti over for Sadie South. Upperman doesn't need a 3, but they can't take a ton of time. Down by 3, and Dana McWilliams wants to talk about things with 1:21 to go. Parents and caregivers, the best defense starts at home. Take a time out to talk with your youth about the dangers of substance misuse. Talk. They hear you. For important resources, including conversation tips, visit powerofputnam.org. We so appreciate Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate for being the presenting sponsor of tonight's game. Let her know in the comment section that you do as well. Jeremy Tollison, what a big shot by Ava Jones tonight. 3 threes for Ava Jones, but it's Upperman basketball. 81 seconds to play in regulation.
And here's the thing. If I need a three-pointer, or I promise you, the shooters that are on this Upperman basketball team, give them to me. They have hit some big shots all year long. And at the end of the day, if you need a 3, this Upperman team can get you a 3. However, this White County defense has been playing pretty darn good.
White County defense been, how good have they been? We talk about Upperman's 3s. They have 1 3 tonight. It was Taylor Delenti back in the second quarter. Haven't attempted very many. No space for him to get it. Sadie South scoreless tonight. Sadie South, 12.5 points per game. She's a 45% three-point shooter. White County going to lock into the man-to-man. You would be stunned if they come out anything else on defense. 1:21 to go. Here we go. Inbound goes to Bass. Ella Harrell not in the game right now. Maggie Butler over for Delenti. Works off a screen. Back to Maggie Butler. Shot fake. She drives and kicks to Bass. Another screen. Bass inside. Picks up her dribble. Out to Gracie Butler. Nearing 1 minute to play in the district championship game. Left side south and an offensive foul. Moving screen, I believe, on Maggie Butler. It'll be her 5th. It is. And that sends the ball back to White County. Maggie Butler's day is done. And Sparta will try and protect the basketball and stretch this advantage at the free throw line. It'll send Ava Mae Allen to the table. She's going to check in. They've been screening to try and get those shooters free, and they say she moved. I wasn't looking at it at all.
I was not watching that matchup at all.
Fox.
But I'll tell you, one of the best officials in the area. I trust anything she says.
Absolutely. As Gracie Clark has it poked, gets it back, and a timeout by Michael Dodgen, who senses the pressure. 47.2 seconds to go in the ball game. Full timeout on the floor. We'll stay right here. White County, they got to protect the basketball here, Jeremy. Make their free throws. The good news for White County, they are perfect at the free throw line here tonight.
And that's the difference in the game. You know, how many free throws have they hit?
White County in this game, 2, 4 in this quarter, 6, 8, 10, 12 for 12 at the free throw line. Upperman, on the other hand, haven't been as much. 2, 4, 5 makes, 6 makes with 3 misses. So they're 6 for 9. 12 for 12 versus 6 for 9. That's a three-point game right there.
It's the difference in the game. But, you know, typically neither team shoots that well from the free throw line. Free throws have played a critical role. And, again, this has been – the officiating has been consistent. The officiating has – I mean, both teams have shot. It's been kind of – the gameplay's been kind of odd, and there's been some odd things happen. But I feel like, you know, the officiating has been good, and at the end of the day, free throws have played a big role. And it's just how the game's played
right now, the 3 by Ava Jones has given them the lead, them being White County. They have the basketball here, 47.2 on the clock. Upperman going to sell it, try and force a turnover. A foul puts them at the line. Here's Kyra Fox weaving through traffic. Fox, south there defensively. Fox lost her footing, and Michael Dodgen just got the timeout in time, and he is not happy with his team, but they survived near disaster. 30-second timeout on the floor.
Yeah, she definitely kept her dribble as she went to the ground, but just an awkward play. You know, obviously, listen, if you're an Upperman fan, you want to walk. Hey, absolutely you want to travel there. But quick timeout by Coach Dodgen. Very headsy play.
He didn't talk for very long at all. He's got to back out on the floor immediately. I think Danny McWilliams will take more of her time now. They'll come out. 40.8 seconds. Same situation. At what point Upperman has to abandon the going for turnovers to having to foul, and that's a delicate balance because one free throw makes it a two-possession game. Fox to inbound. Sends it back for Grasty. Tiptoeing the line, fell back, and a foul is called. Cora Bass called for the personal, and Lakeland Grasty is going to go to the line to shoot two.
You know, just the general rule of officiating, if there is contact and a body hits the floor, you need a foul. In my opinion, from my view, it did look like there was contact. She did go to the ground. Probably the right thing to have a foul there.
Lakeland Grasty back at the line. She's 4 for 4 here today. 38 seconds to go. Making one, puts a ton of pressure on, and no problem. 13 for 13 at the line for White County. Next one, no hesitation, no doubt about it. 14 for 14 at the line. Upperman needs a quick basket now. Cora Bass drives the lane. She gives back for South. Over, left side for Allen. Allen going to drive inside, shot up and a foul. Gracie Clark, that one will get no booze. The third personal, she made it count, so no and one. And Ava Mae Allen, a senior, will go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two. Lady Bees need them both. What a game. Everybody catches their breath for a split second. And now Allen flies away the first and misses. Big for the White County Warriorettes. That means it will be a two-possession game no matter what after this free throw.
Absolutely. Very important rebound for White County here.
Next one for Allen. Up and good. Rattles it through. It's a 4-point game. 27 seconds. White County on the doorstep. There's Jones. The trap arrives. Tip pass. Grasty has it. Running away from danger. Lakeland Grasty sends over to Fox. They're killing the clock. Upperman's got a foul. They do. 16 and a half. There's not going to be enough time. 4 points. And going to the line is a lights out, as I've called her. Gracie Lights Out Clark to the free throw line to attempt two. They get Cora Bass for her fourth. That was textbook execution by White County against the press. First one for Clark. Good. This free throw shooting tonight for White County has been incredible. 15 for 15.
I mean, literally the difference in the game.
Sensational. 16 for 16. Upperman needs a three quickly. 16 and a half for Cora Bass. Down to 13. Over to Gracie Butler. She's got to shoot it. Instead gives to Delenti. White County's going to win the basketball game. No shots for Upperman. Back to Bass. Bass drives up and under. No. The White County Warriorettes are the District 7 AAA tournament champions. Final score, White County 32, Upperman 26. An unbelievable high school basketball game tonight. Third chapter of the rivalry, and it very well may not be our last. White County adding a nice plaque into the trophy case in Roy Sewell Gymnasium.
Yeah, and if White County's wanting to get this monkey off their back, this is an absolute first step there in the postseason. You're the favorite, and you come in here and take care of business. And I'll tell you, it boils down to free throw shooting and the clutch three-point shooting from Ava Jones. I'll tell you, the combination of those two tonight is the absolute reason why White County wins this district championship.
Sensational game. We welcome you into the Legacy House postgame show. We'll go to the scoring and have the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. White County wins. We expected it to be a tight game. It certainly was. They now go to 3-0 against the Lady Bees this year. And if everything holds serve, it'll be in a different gym. But at some point next week, we very well may get round number 4. And then we very well could get round. It will be in Cookeville High School, the region tournament next week. Unbelievable. All right, let's go through the scoring first. Here for the Lady Bees, who fall to 24-7 on this season. 14 points for Ella Harrell. Again, Ella Harrell big off the bench for Upperman. Taylor Delenti with 9, 5 for Gracie Butler. That's it. Or 1 for Ava Mae Allen. That's it. Low-scoring game. 26 total points tonight for the victorious White County Warriorettes, who get their 28th victory of the season. They are 28-3 on the campaign. It was 11 points tonight for Ava Jones, 6 apiece for Gracie Clark and Lakeland Grasty, 5 for Kyra Fox, and 2 for Bella Winningham. Also, not a ton for a team total of 32. The stat of the night. 16 of 16 at the charity stripe for the White County Warriorettes. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Jeremy, who's it going to tonight?
Am I allowed to give it to free throw shooting? No.
Well, there's a player who deserves it as well.
It is, of course. But if you could give it to free throw shooting, tonight's the night to do that. However, Ava Jones just defensively, and here's the thing, too, is 2 quick fouls probably just kind of discouraged her a little bit. But when she got back into the game in the third quarter, she was lights out defensively. She was lights out offensively. Unbelievable performance by Ava Jones, player of the game.
And, hey, we mentioned it kind of at the end of the first half. Could end up being a really smart move for Michael Dodge. He gave Ava Jones an extra foul. She picked up her third, but leaving her out in the second quarter, able to keep it tight, and then her presence felt in that second half. On a day where she signs to play at the next level, she caps it off with 11 points and a gigantic 3 at the end, but 3 threes tonight for Ava Jones.
And congratulations, Michael Dodgen. You also have someone that can spell Ava Jones a little bit if she gets in foul trouble.
Right.
So having Mullins to be able to throw her in there and aggressively on defense played so well in the second quarter. Congratulations, Mr. Dodgen. You've got another player for Ava Jones.
So now we have the matchups tonight. The winner, the White County Warriorettes, will host Lawrence County on Friday night. Upperman will welcome in Murfreesboro Central Magnet, who defeated Lawrence County. Murfreesboro Central Magnet at 10-21. Lawrence County now at 15-12. The record's a little bit deceiving. Both these teams, gigantic favorites in their first round region tournament games. Those are at satellite sites the higher seed will host, and then starting in the semifinals, the tournament will move to Cookville High School, a centralized location, so to speak. We also, at a certain point in the game, Tullahoma up big on Franklin County to start the fourth quarter. They're up at 18. So it appears Livingston Academy will travel to Tullahoma on Friday, and Cumberland County will travel to Franklin County on Friday night in the Region 4 3A tournament. They're announcing the all-tournament teams. So from these two teams, so far for Upperman, Ella Harrell, Taylor Delente, Gracie Butler, they're still announcing White County's players. Gracie Clark, Ava Jones, and Kyra Fox. And Lakeland Grasky named the MVP of the tournament. She had 4 clutch free throws in the fourth quarter as well tonight and a few big steals. So that's your all-tournament team. And then they will have the plaque presentation for the runner-ups, the Upperman Lady Bees, and for the district champion White County Warriorettes. As we wait for that, we'll remind you, tomorrow night, the boys' consolation game starting at 6 o'clock back here in this gym. That is a gigantic game between DeKalb County and Livingston Academy. The championship game to follow between Upperman and Stone Memorial. Then Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, it's the UCR basketball show presented by Fire and Vine. Jacob and myself, we got a ton to talk about. We'll preview region tournaments. It's going to be a lot of fun. You will not want to miss that. Friday and Saturday and then into next week, complete coverage of region tournaments around the Upper Cumberland. Nobody's doing it like we are here at UCR. Record crowd tuning in across all the outlets tonight. And now the trophy presentations. Do we call it a trophy presentation when it's a plaque?
Absolutely.
The Upperman Lady Bees will come out and get their runner-up plaque. And then the Warriorettes will come out and get their district champions. This is the back-to-back now district championship for White County. They won it last year. And for both these teams, Jeremy, as we begin to wrap up, you always want to win a championship. That was the main motivation in this game. Both these teams and both these programs have their sights set on goals much higher than just this district championship tonight.
Absolutely. And, you know, we joke about it that these two may play each other again in 3 to 4 weeks in Murfreesboro for a gold ball. But absolutely make no mistake about it. It is possible for this to happen. And, you know, Dana McWilliams has been there. Coach Michael Dodgen, we've talked about.
He's been there at Cannon County, but not at Sparta, trying to get there over the hump in Sparta.
Trying to get over the hump, but I'm telling you, This is the most talented team he's had in a while, and they're playing well. They're going to be a hard out for anybody.
The Warriorettes, with their win tonight, run their win streak to 7 games. They're now 14-1 since the new year. And they will host Lawrence County on Friday night in Royce Sewell Gymnasium. Once again, Upperman will host Murfreesboro Central Magnet on Friday night. We will have coverage of games around the Upper Cumberland on Friday night, and then we will have complete coverage of the Region 4 3A tournament, of the Region 4 4A tournament, and of the Region 4 1A tournament once they get to their centralized sites. Obviously, it's a lot easier to cover games in one place than in 40, but we will be as many places as we can on Friday and Saturday. As we begin to wrap up here tonight in Crossville, White County gets the win tonight. They're the District 7 AAA champions. Earlier tonight, it was the Cumberland County Lady Jets rolling past Livingston 45-25. White County gets the win over Upperman 32-26. We'll remind you to keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for the latest coverage of high school sports throughout the area. We'll see you again tomorrow right back here at Cumberland County High School for the boys' side. If it's anything like tonight, we are in for a treat. I'm Noah McKay for Jeremy Tollison to my